He came up to the window in the mist, as I'd seen him often before. But he was solid then, not a ghost. And his eyes were fierce, like a man's when angry. He was laughing when he turned to look back over the belt of trees, glinting in the moonlight, to where the dogs were barking. Then he began promising me things, not in words, but by doing them. Have you seen that awful den of hellish infamy, with the very moonlight alive with grisly shapes, and every speck of dust that whirls in the wind, a devouring monster in embryo? Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
Yep.
Grapple it.
Yeah, I don't think it was cold.
We're live.
I heard it specifically.
No, it was just
It's Vampire Logan here.
Chewbacca.
I thought it was.
Hold on a sec, guys.
Vampire Logan here.
All right.
Vampire Logan here.
Actually, it's Vampire Logan over there.
Over there.
Way
We're
over
here to play Curse of Strahd. Oh, I haven't even updated the title.
Over
so
here.
28.
Over there.
Nope, 29.
Yes, last episode vanished out of a great many people's information.
We had I don't think we had a previous one.
We were in Kresk talking to Mr. Handsome Pants.
Sorry, just as a
Oh, the hot
completely
priest?
off topic, I got an email yesterday that had a file that said 2019 in it, and for some reason I looked at it and said, "Why did he put that? That's in the future." And then I realized it was 2024, and I'd skipped 5 years.
Oh, honey.
I think I should start sleeping again. I think it's been a bit. So.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sub, Fritter. Now we have to hear this little music bit that goes for like an hour.
Nice.
It's not my fault.
Well done.
It's better to be done in the beginning than ever. Oh my gosh, that is a long time.
I don't even know where I set that. It's a big deal when someone subs on this channel. It rarely happens.
Right? Holy
It's
smokes!
so long. You're not wrong to last for an hour.
Is there a progress bar on this, or?
I don't even think I can turn it off.
Well, on the plus side, I'm not actually listening. I've got that part muted, so I can't hear it.
Yeah, but the poor stream, it's just going forever.
Oh, is it? Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Shame on whoever did that.
That was, I mean, technically it
There it is.
wasn't me. It was
That's fine.
technically, it was Logan. Who was our
It's
part.
Logan's fault.
Yeah.
It's over.
I
Logan's
set
fault.
that up like
over.
years ago and I can't even remember how to do it.
Jeez. Jeez. Okay.
I'll have to go through the settings sometime. Okay, there we are. So we have a subscription and we have recap.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
were working on the recap there, but we might as well do it for the stream.
I
Yep.
was
That's
sure. We talked about what we were gonna do, as far as going to get
For a very long
dressed,
time.
or are we going to the Abbey, or are we back and forth and back and forth? And then we had a sleep, and then Chewbacca got attacked by the Shadow Wolf that bit his hand. And then we once again tried to fight the thing and found that 90% of the stuff that we had was completely ineffective. But we
you can hug it.
dropped back to our standard when all else fails, grab it and try to drag it into the
Right.
street.
All reliable. That was one of the memes I
All
made.
reliable.
All reliable is just a crap.
Pull somebody's hair.
Mhm.
And we eventually beat it. But I thought cold affected it. I know that
That was
Chewbacca
only
can always.
Chewbacca.
It was
It was
because
only
Chewbacca cast the cold spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
so maybe it's
So-
all. You know
Yeah, it's
what?
just
Is this thing?
Chewbacca's
It's just
spells.
Chewbacca.
Have we considered the fact that
Letting it kill
we
him,
might
yeah.
we might be able to see this, but maybe this is only in Chewbacca's mind?
Well, we can.
Yeah, but it's still
grapple
gonna
it,
kill
though.
him. He still does damage.
Is it
And it
going
does
to kill
damage to
him,
other
though?
people too. Although it
But
only
also-
Have
attacks
we ever
him.
been hurt?
Been able to grapple him.
I don't think he's
So he
ever
can't just
attacked
be
any
in
of the
his
rest of us.
head.
No, not
Yeah.
us. But we're not gonna let Chewbacca die.
Aren't we though? I mean,
Well,
No,
I'm
we're
looking for the
not.
easy answer
This-
here. Right?
this is a Strahd campaign. People die apparently.
We're not gonna let Chewbacca die.
Not purposely, at the
Okay.
very least.
That would be
It wasn't-
mean.
It wasn't even that hard to fight. It actually, it's just getting stronger that was the problem.
Yes, but it definitely does have some reminiscent theme of Shattered with our Sicarius, who seems to keep coming back stronger each time. And it's like, oh, wait a second.
we have
There's a
Ezek
common theme here, right?
and the Shadow Wolf.
And the only other thing that I can think of that was notable was the fact that where Chewbacca was bitten, his fur has changed color, and
Yeah.
healing didn't help.
Right.
was he
we
bit in more
don't-
than one spot or just that
No,
one
just
place?
his hand, just his hand.
Okay. Curious and curious.
Make you go,
And I believe it was black.
Yep, that's correct.
Because it's
And it's
normally
the-
white fur turned black.
Yeah.
And it's his, it's the fur that's turned black. It's not like his hand has gone mummified type black, right?
His hand has not gone mummified, but I don't believe anyone's investigated too precisely.
We
to
did.
figure out
Well,
exactly
we
what-
actually
No.
tried to use medicine on it.
Mhm.
So that means we did look at it pretty.
The
darn
medicine
close.
skill, was it, or okay?
Medicine
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah. So
Oh,
a lot of animals have their fur color kind of chosen by the pigment of their skin. Is that the case for bugbears?
Sure.
Like you can actually see the pattern of the fur on the skin beneath.
You look like a Dalmatian now.
So this is and you can just decide this. I don't think there's going to be canon lore on bugbear fur
fur.
like this.
Yeah, sure. Let's
You
see.
know, you'd be
Right.
surprised.
I don't think so.
I don't think it. I bet there's lore. I just don't think it's canon. So it's probably easier if we just make it up. Yeah. So the pattern in underneath does seem to have changed to dark color.
Okay.
So it's not mummified. It doesn't have any like
Can he move it okay?
any disability to it or anything like that. But it's
okay.
the fur color has changed with the pigment underneath.
Okay. And then after healing him, did the bite marks disappear, or are they still
Yes.
there? They did. Okay.
Whack.
It is.
And then I guess was it the end of that last episode that we got to Kresk and saw a resurrection?
That was
No,
the
that
end
was
of the previous
end of
one.
the previous one.
No, the
So
end of
when
this
did-
one was the fight with the Shadow Wolf, wasn't it?
We quite literally just fought the Shadow Wolf and talked a lot.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time debating.
Where were we?
In the Burgomaster's
In
house.
Kresk.
Oh,
In the
okay.
Burgomaster's house.
So where did the fight occur then?
In
In
the
your
bedroom.
guest
Burgomaster's
room?
in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, that's right. And we're like, they're like, everything okay in there? Yep.
And we're like, yep.
Yep.
No big deal.
Nothing wrong in
Please
here.
don't come
Nothing
in.
normal.
Yeah.
We also gave Isaac a bit of a meltdown.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
When
Cora
we
did
pointed
a-
out his axe didn't do anything.
Yeah. Which was kind of mean in the long run because none of our shit did anything. But it's just, hey, pay attention that it didn't do anything next time.
Yeah, he missed it. He was like caught up in the moment and wasn't noticing that his axe was
Oh no.
not effective.
And
That's horrible. Poor him.
right?
Yep.
And I know nobody that is watching this stream gets to see the memes that go through the Discord channel, but some of them are just brilliant.
Why, thank
It's
you.
like
Eesh.
the one that I liked the best was, well, there was two, but the one of them was the I'm very happy for you and your ugly boyfriend. Seriously, like,
Yeah, that was my favorite.
I'm
that was
surprised.
good. But
I'm
the only
surprised there
one that
wasn't
I
an erectile dysfunction one.
right
What?
the
Because he
only
was
one that I
ineffective,
liked,
right? His act was
Yeah.
ineffective.
the
Wouldn't occur
only
to
one
me.
that I thought was even better than that was the after we discussed catching Strahd in a jar. This is just trying to think through the fact that this could actually be a thing. It's like, yes,
I liked
Yep.
I
Just
liked the
having
one
a
of
plan
Chewbacca
for this.
and Fallon that said girls are allowed to be a little deranged, just like guys are allowed to be a little pathetic.
right?
Big fan of that one.
He's not wrong.
It's
Not wrong.
unmatched energy.
All right.
Cool. So do you guys wake up the next day?
Yeah.
In
Nothing
fucking
else
last
happens
place?
that night, I hope.
Nope.
It was enough for one night.
What was the plan for this week? You
We
guys
do
talk
wake up
about-
the next day. Excellent.
I think the plan
I
was
think we
to
were
go
going to go and check the
to-
Abbey and
to
then
the
go.
Abbey, yeah.
Oh no, wait, we have to actually ask
No.
them if they want our help.
And there was something
Exactly.
else. We had another thing we were going to mention that was we had a question or something that.
We're gonna bring the wolf to the Abbey.
Oh yeah, the body of the
Yeah.
wolf. We're gonna go
Well,
and see
yeah,
if he
we're
knows
trying to
anything
come
about
up
it.
with a reason to go there. We were also saying that when we go to the Abbey, Chewbacca should go as a spider so that he can go and snoop, so the rest of us don't have to do anything. Because Ramses is unsure about this guy in the sense that he really, like,
pretty sure all
apart
of
from
us
his
are.
comment of "I'll take that away from you," he
Which was a
really
lot.
doesn't seem evil in comparison to most of the other people we've met here.
Yeah, the one
unless-
thing he's done
kinda
is bring
wild.
back someone who died of natural causes.
Exactly.
And then threatened to
And-
kill him again, though.
Yes,
Let's not
but
forget that
but-
part.
But,
Yes.
but the only
He
thing he's
hasn't done
asking
it
for
yet.
is a wedding
Yeah.
dress.
which is
Right?
odd.
2 weeks to get
Yeah.
a wedding dress. Well, he doesn't leave the Abbey.
Oh,
1
he,
week.
he told
1
us
week.
that. Oh, 1 week. Oh,
Oh,
geez,
he
you
doesn't-
sound like my
refuse-
boss. My boss is like, you got 2 weeks, and then the next day you got 1 week.
Yeah.
But he also like dead ass refused to tell us who the dress was for. Which
Yeah.
I also don't love.
He didn't tell us, but it was a case. It seemed more of a case of he didn't offer up the information.
Yeah.
He
He
didn't get
avoided.
cagey about it.
I don't remember him being cagey. I remember him actually being very, very suave.
No,
about
only
everything he
about
said.
it's only about who was getting married that I kind of remember him being weird about.
Maybe.
The only thing we really said about that is that we were joking about Irina, and then we asked if the size was accurate, and then
And
he
he said
told us
no.
that he knew the size.
That's right.
Yeah, she was
He
much
basically, because
bigger.
Cora asked was, if you don't have the person who the dress is for, do you have at least her size so that you can get
He
an
had
accurate dress?
All
And
the
he said
measurements
yes.
except for the bust.
Yes, and so
What?
he needs
The most
a bust
important
measurement.
measurement on
Which
a
is the
dress.
measurement. He needs a bust
It
measurement.
does matter when a dress is concerned. Yeah.
He did have
For sure.
those measurements?
No, he didn't. He
Oh.
he
He
had
had
all the measurements
all-
except.
Yeah, all but.
So he had like height and inseam and stuff like that. Yeah.
No,
But-
so what I remember was asking if he was getting married, and then he got weird about it and was like, "No,
Yeah.
no, it's for a friend."
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Yeah,
Cora
that's right.
asked.
Yeah.
And it was
Cora
like,
also asked if he was the one wearing the dress because he was being so specific about it. And he went, no, not for me.
I mean, he
And
I
then
mean,
probably
she's like,
lied.
"It's no shame."
He did say it wasn't him, but not in a weird way. He was
Yeah,
like
'cause-
totally chill, answered the question directly.
Yeah,
Why do
because
I
Cora
remember him
was
being
not
weird
weird about it either. She was just like, hey, if you want to wear a dress, that's cool. Let's plan. I like dresses.
So,
Right?
so did he
I
not?
steal them
Did
all
he
the time.
specifically leave out bust size? Because that would actually explain it if he was going to wear it himself.
No, he didn't explicitly leave out.
Well,
bust
no,
size.
you
Oh,
There's
okay.
a
still
number
need
of
the.
them.
Excuse me, you still need the bust size on a man wearing a dress. You still have a chest region.
Yeah.
Yep. No, there are a few measurements missing actually, but what he had was like limb lengths basically, and shoulders and arms
Why
and
does
legs.
that really weird me out?
Height.
Everyone gets a formless
I don't know.
smock.
The word limb length just really
Right?
Limb length.
gave me the
agree.
creeps.
That
Well,
was
how
a
about
really
limb?
I
weird
love
way
How
to
it.
about
say
amount of
that.
limbs? I mean, you could be like Stitch.
limb length.
Yeah, limb
And it also
length.
sounds weird, yeah. And you've killed those
He
words for
sure
me
has
now.
those limb lengths.
Yeah, you're gonna
Mhm.
regret using those words.
It sounds like something
Not that
Squiscar
you've
would
ever
have
made
trouble
us
saying.
paranoid about something, but you've just made us paranoid about limb length.
I don't know, man. It just weirds me out.
How many limbs did he mention?
As many as necessary.
Was it
That's
only
a good
4?
question.
Was it only 4?
Yeah. It didn't give different measurements for left and right either. So.
Okay,
Well, that's
okay. It's a Frankenstein, man. Bride
It's
of
a Frankenstein, exactly. One leg is
I don't know. I think I'm just like sus of him because I'm sus of literally everybody here at this point.
Well,
Good
I
instinct.
think you have to be sus of everybody.
The whole world is
in
sus in this game.
this whole realm.
They don't all need to be bad, but
Yeah.
There's
suspicion
something.
is
There's
warranted.
just a lot of weird, but it's not even necessarily bad. There's just so much weird shit.
Yeah.
Like so much.
I think there's
Cora
different
just
levels
doesn't have
of
the
bad.
energy. Cora
That's
doesn't
so
have the
fair.
energy to be suspicious of
And that
everyone.
is completely valid of her. I'm just
Just like until they show that they are untrustworthy, she just doesn't care.
Yeah.
which is totally fair.
Speaking of which, Isaac is wondering,
Bitch.
can I go back to Valaki?
Of course. Oh,
No.
can you? That's a good question.
But of course. Oh wait.
Why are you the one responding? Hello?
I don't know. Because the priest already knows he's gonna hide Marina.
Is there something that you are?
Oh yeah, we sent that message, didn't we?
Yeah.
Is there something that you're worried about? Something
I've
you'd
just
like to
been
see?
stuck in that fog for days and days.
Oh,
I don't want to get home.
Go feed his cat.
Sleep in my bed.
I think with Strahd messing with you, you're still safer with us, and our next stop
This is
is
true.
probably going to be Valaki.
Yeah, we should just
we
ask.
might
the-
even
we
go
won't,
there.
We
might
won't
even
be
go there
here
to.
more than a day.
We might
Yeah.
even go there today because we just have this one stop and then we're gonna head back. Because
Okay.
that's the most
we
likely
should
place
ask-
that we're gonna find a dress, right?
Yes.
Well,
well, we're going to the
Sasha had
dust
Actually-
Valley, but that's right near
another idea
Valaki,
as well.
so
You know,
Sasha had
that's
another
Dust
idea.
in the Vistani.
Oh,
But they're
okay.
right
Sasha
near
had
it,
another
so-
idea.
Right.
Sure. Sasha, go for it.
Yes.
You
So you had
I
You had
was
an
just
idea
mentioning
about
that you had the
dress.
a second
Oh,
dress.
Dusk Elves.
I know
That's
of
right,
a possible place to maybe find one. I don't have second dress myself. I know the people to talk to.
And actually, it just occurred to me, Isaac, of all the people that we should have probably consulted, is there anyone in Valaki that makes dresses? You live there.
A good question.
Who makes
And he
clothes in
he
Valaki?
knows what the request from
Yeah, he was there.
the abbot was. So none like you're looking for, he says. We have people who make clothes in town, but pretty common clothes. There's not much call for fancy stuff.
But if we were to pay them, do you think they could make fancy stuff?
They had the materials, perhaps.
We have such things around here. I don't
Well,
recall seeing anything.
I think with the potential of being able to dye some of the fabric from some of the clothes that Cora has borrowed, we might get close.
Except should it
Or
Cora
like, be
shakes her
white?
head. Cora shakes her head no.
No,
Um,
no.
not not okay. The type of fabric in these dresses, while they are good, they aren't lace. They aren't satin. They aren't a lot of the materials that was requested. They are
That
of
is not
noble
good, then.
make, but it will not be as accurate as I fear that they'd like.
Very well.
Dead ass. I don't even know if Fallon knows what lace is.
Yeah, exactly.
I just thinking about that. I was like, hold on.
With Shabaka, I
Lace
think.
stuff you discuss.
Let's
You
just
may not
first.
have seen it close up before, for sure.
I have
Seems like a
laces on my
word you
room.
would have heard, but wouldn't
Yeah,
know
but
what it
she wouldn't
means.
have cared enough.
Yeah.
Like Cora owns sheer fabrics. Like a lot of Cora's like saris and things do have sheer fabric, but
Did we?
But they're
she
not
doesn't
white,
have
right?
lace. No,
Right.
she has sheer fabric, white fabric, but they're not lace.
Did we?
Some of it
did we
probably
ask-
could be,
We should probably start by asking the burgomaster in his way.
Yeah,
if
where were
actually
they
want
gonna
our help?
Boy,
Let's start with that.
This
Yeah.
burgomaster or
Yeah.
the one in Valor?
Yeah.
This,
Well, this
This
one
one.
first.
One who needs a wedding dress.
Where were they gonna go?
Because if they also have an
they've
idea,
said
we
that
could just go for
they will
them.
trade they'll trade their son's life for a wedding dress. So I kind of hope that they were thinking
Had a
ahead to where they
concept
might
of where to
get one.
go.
Honestly, thinking ahead, no, we were not. This is the only opportunity that was presented to us, and we took it. Now
So-
we're kind of hoping it works out.
Is that an odd request around here?
Probably.
They look at each other and nod. Yes. Yes, a very odd request, but at the same time is an unusual favor. Also, he doesn't come out of the abbey much, except to visit the shrine at the north end of town.
Yes,
To the Morning Lord.
it was very, very interesting that you should say that. And at the point of saying that, a knock on the door.
Yes, yes, it's all very unusual, but we have our son back. Whatever it is, we'll work it out. We'll figure it out. We'll solve any problem.
So where would you look first? Now knowing that there is not someone in Valaki.
Not
We
someone-
don't know this area anywhere near as well as I don't know what you know outside of Kresk, but
What do you mean by not someone in Valaki?
well, we're talking to Isaac. Isaac says that the people that are the tailors there that make the clothes for the people are okay, but a wedding dress with lace that the abbot is looking for is beyond their skill level or beyond the material level at the very least.
Right. So we'll have to find one. Somebody must have one.
Again, that's
Maybe-
why I'm curious if you have an idea of where we could potentially look. I think we're more than willing to help you. This is the fact that he's brought back your child is there's no more noble cause to help save a child.
Well, Madame Wachter has always been practical. She likes her money. And
She is not one you can ask.
Oh.
That's
And he
gonna
looks
be
at
a
you
no.
and like his shoulders slump and he says, "Oh, well, we could talk to her boys. They might have access to her items."
We already
No.
know that of her wardrobe there is nothing of the variety that you require.
not necessarily.
Not anymore.
Did Cora have the impression that Madame Wachter might have other houses elsewhere?
There is actually one thing you guys have uncovered,
We
which
have
is a
the
plot of land that's
deeds.
off in the hills somewhere that was
yeah.
granted to her by Strahd at one point. It's not a great place. It was kind of a joke, but there is land that family owned off in the woods.
And we have
So
that deed, don't
here's
Yep.
yes. Yeah, we do. So here's an odd question for Cora from what she remembers, because Cora did go through Madame Wagner's closet
Her entire
with
closet, yeah.
with Madame Wagner, and Madame Wagner showed her pretty much everything. So at any point, did Madame Wagner show her her wedding dress?
He did not. She did
I
not
thought
show
that
her
was
a
the
wedding
last.
dress. You
I thought
didn't
that was
see
the
one.
last thing that was before the bones was her wedding dress. Was that
It's
think
not my
so.
recollection.
okay?
So
One of the things.
I can see her being the type of person that would be vain enough to never get rid of clothes, because they're all perfect.
No. The burgomaster here, Krezkov, does say, well, slightly more annoying, but I mean, and less practical. But if Madame Wagner's out of the picture, then I would
She
consider the
burned her house
burgomaster's
down.
wife.
She did
Ugh.
burn down her house.
So let's go through our options. What do we have?
The burgomaster
Vistani.
of Valaki is also a wealthy woman, although less likely to part with it for money.
Yes, and then we have the we have the other property of Madame Wagner, which may have it. We could check there. We've
I don't
got
know
the
anything
Dusk
about that,
Elves.
he says.
That's okay. We do.
If someone is
Um,
possessed of a more golden tongue than me, perhaps you could talk to Velikov. Well,
so
Right.
Velikov is
the Dusk Elves.
yes. Actually, that was the other one I was saying. The Dusk Elves
That's my
potentially.
The
Or
Dusk
we-
Elves and the Vistani are like my number one option.
Exactly. Or
because,
we
like,
could
they
see if the Vistani could
leave
go to Waterdeep. But I have
not
no
fast
idea
enough.
how long it would take the Vistani to get to Waterdeep.
Yes. The Vistani do travel. They come back with a cart once a quarter or so.
So they
And with
might already have
items for
lace.
sale. Pardon?
They might have lace, which you would need for your wedding dress.
They
you
don't
need-
bring back much of that type unless it's been previously requested because they can't sell it when they get here.
So if that's the case, I think
But
we're
that's probably where the fancy clothes have come from in the past.
Doesn't hurt to check.
there's no harm to check, but I think we should also check Voctor's other area and the
Why don't we
the,
ask her sons first if they've ever seen her wedding dress? Because we have no fucking idea what's in these lands that are kind of shitty.
Well, there is that.
I don't disagree with you, and maybe they will, but I have to say, knowing a lot of young orphan, especially boys, their mom's wedding dress is never something that they typically think of, because typically the wedding dress is, well, on most occasions, gone long before they arrive.
Well, that's why I was just wondering if they've seen it. Because,
Always worth
I
asking.
mean, she likes to brag.
She does. She does.
Anyway, we should just go talk to the abbot now.
Very well.
Can do. Okay, let's bring
Because
you
we've
to-
talked about this so much.
How long does it take to get to Valaki? Is it a day or less
Yep,
than a day?
I believe the operative phrase is get off pot.
A little
Yes.
bit less than a day, but yeah,
A
it's
little
not
bit
as
less than
far
a day.
as
Okay.
yeah, you could expect to do other things, or even go after you've had a short meeting with the at the abbey.
With the abbot? Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's a day there and a day back, we only have 5 days. That's not a long
Yes.
time to make a wedding dress.
Well, we're kind of hoping we'll find one already made, personally, but yes.
Wait, where did Kresk vanish? Vanished.
Oh, Shabaka's looking really bored.
Well, we're going to see the
Yeah.
abbot now. So.
Oh, here
Which
we
we
are.
were talking about sneaking, but shouldn't Shabaka talk about the wolf? Unfortunately.
No.
So,
We'll talk about it.
you guys put the wolf's body on the cart last night. It's not there this morning.
Ah, no.
Ah, those sneaky buggers. I wonder if that was it. Wait. Oh yeah, we put it
Did
on
we?
the
I don't
cart.
remember.
We don't have
Whatever.
a covered cart.
No.
This is the wagon mobile
Yeah.
or the
I'm
wine mobile.
going.
Wine mobile.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that might have been the abbot.
Yeah, or is what does he call those guys? The mongrels.
Mongrels. That's what
Mongrels.
we call them, says the burgomaster.
Why do they
Like,
take
it's a
bodies?
fair name. Oh, I don't think they want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea.
Don't know, don't ask.
Oh, I would ask, but it's so hard to even catch a solid sight of them. They only come at night and when you're not paying attention.
I mean, I personally wouldn't ask them.
What was that, sorry?
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
Well, if you travel up this road to the north, there it will wind up the hill and leave you at the north entrance to the abbey. And we don't really go up there much, except we leave the wagon of wine back when we were getting regular deliveries, or a barrel of wine outside the place. But other than that, we don't really go there much.
Okay.
Is there any other social reason why, or is it just not done?
Just not done. It freaks everybody out, quite frankly. There's the bell, and there's the noises that follow the
Honestly,
bell.
fair enough.
Did we hear any of that last time?
No.
All right.
And
Well-
unless you guys are going to delay further, I'm gonna say that you guys are heading up.
We're heading up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys follow
Northern.
the road, the road up to the north. Let me see. Holy cow! This terrible interface. It's not D&D Beyond. It's something else. The switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous. The air grows colder as one nears the top. It's basically the road climbs 400 feet through these switchbacks, which makes it very steep given the lateral distance of it. You do get to see down from above into this pool area in the top there. And what you see there is even under gray skies, this pool at the north end of the village shimmers and sparkles. Near its shore sits an old gazebo on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man, its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched, as though waiting to be embraced.
I attacked the gazebo.
Okay, that mental
You,
note.
you
That shit
even
out
just
later.
thinking it
Right?
starts to creak. It's like it's such a weak structure that like you think about attacking it and it's like almost on the verge of falling down.
It's like, oh, please don't.
Is there anything perhaps that a mending spell could help?
Yes, that would definitely help. At the very least, the paint and maybe a little bit of the structure, a little of the worn. You're a bit far away though from up here.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Should
I'm
we
gonna
just
get
go
shoved
down and
off.
Squares are big
investigate?
ones. One square
So
is
can you-
50 feet here, so you're 100 feet away from the gazebo.
If you involve
what
our
does the
friendly
pond
neighborhood
look like?
bugbear, you can make it a mending cannonball.
What was that, Ramses?
I just asked, what did the pool look like?
It was pool at the north end, shimmering and sparkling even under gray skies.
Wow.
It looks nice. It's like it's got good color, good clarity.
No
Drinkable?
wonder the abbot spends his time coming here.
Yep. And then
Okay. Is the gazebo on the path or is it on a different path?
The gazebo's on the path down the hill, so down by where the pool is.
Is it this building
Oh, okay. I was trying to
I
process
think it's
exactly where we
actually
were.
or this?
Okay, so this is
main
the
area?
pool. This is the
Yeah.
gazebo, and
Yep.
where are we?
You're up on this
Oh, okay.
That's why I was
winding path.
saying
that goes up to the
mental
abbey.
note to check that out later.
Sure.
That's cool.
One thing at a time.
Oh, we're never
We
good
are
at one thing at a
very-
time.
No.
We're very easily distracted, so let's just get to this abbey.
But I saw a
Okay.
shiny pool.
I know,
Squirrel.
it's so tempting.
Continuing
But,
up this hill.
And
I think there was a squirrel by the pool. Does that help?
And then this map is sideways to so they could fit it on the
Oh,
page
that
of a
doesn't
book
help.
that they didn't need to do for online, but it's still sideways. So the thing on the left side of the page is north. And
Oh,
the
no.
road that you're in wraps around and comes to the north end of the abbey, where there are 2 guard booths. The road
Ah,
from the village climbs
booths.
above the mist to the wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between 2 small outbuildings, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall of jumbled stones, held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the building by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its 2 wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the top of the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing gray smoke.
A welcoming place.
if
Is there
nobody is
anyone
there,
there? Is
push it
just
open.
we just see
You
building and
don't
nothing
see anybody.
else?
Yep.
Just push it open.
The
You said it was
iron
unlocked.
grates screech loudly
Oof.
as you open them from their rusty hinges, and you hear the sounds of of somebody waking up in each of the outbuildings.
Don't
And
love it.
Hello.
2 guards come out, mostly asleep, like half
Do
asleep
they look
people.
like normal
Hello,
people?
gentlemen. How's it going
I
today?
wouldn't say that they do.
No.
Yeah, all right. Didn't think so.
Now we know what a mongrel is.
Oh, and at
That
this
is
point, I'm gonna be wild shaped into a spider.
okay.
Little guy. Not a great big spider, just a little tiny one.
I'd like to introduce
The
Otto.
fuck?
Oh.
Don't love it.
Oh, what?
Okay, look,
know,
they
I'm
use
Are they
shovels like you,
cursed?
Ramses.
What's that? They look like me.
Or they
did
use
you
a
say?
shovel like no, I said they use a shovel just like you.
Right?
This guy is does in fact have a shovel.
Is he
Nice.
cursed?
Shovel dogs.
Yo,
Frick.
I'd say, good day, gentlemen. How's it going today?
A bugbear,
Ooh,
look.
gator and fur.
Oh,
Oh my god, these poor creatures.
good. Um,
We're just here to
Abbott
see the
brought the
abbot.
wine just last night. So you guys are early, and he
We,
like kind of stands up a bit and looks past you.
we
And I don't think you have
brought the
wine.
wine. No, we brought the
Oh,
wine. And the abbot took it last night. We just thought we'd stop in and ask him some questions.
Yes,
Which is, a friendly visit.
indeed.
a friendly visit.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of those.
We
We're
mostly had
not from
some
around here.
questions, actually.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
we were
stopped
hoping to
by.
ask them stuff.
And
he
he
stopped
seems
by
the
last
most
night.
he seems the most knowledgeable about all the things that we're concerned with.
Oh,
And
he is so knowledgeable.
yes.
I know.
Okay.
Is there a time we can make an appointment, or is he available today, or
Um, um, uh,
we'd really like to get
uh,
this all done. We've had a fright last night, and we'd like to get everything seen to.
yeah, okay. What was the question again?
We would just like to meet
Can
with
we
him and talk with him.
to him?
Talk to the abbot?
Yes, please
Yes,
lead us to the
please.
abbot.
Right. Okay. And so this is Otto speaking, and he's got like
Are you
a wolf
alright?
snout and 1 wolf ear, and wolven hind legs. And
Sorry,
he
Otto?
said, oh, "Okay, yeah, that's Otto. I'll
Okay.
Are we allowed to enter?
Yeah, yes. Nothing says people can't come in. They just don't.
Do people
I don't
worship
know
here?
why. He says, and he kind of like straightens his collar a bit, and like you can tell he's like kind of
Oh,
like
he's wearing a collar? Something about that
not a
sounds
dog
so
collar, like
weird.
collar of a shirt.
No.
Oh,
Just a
Okay.
collar of a
Oh,
shirt.
okay.
So
I was like,
concerned.
oh, that sits so weird with me. Okay.
Yeah, but he's like yeah. He's like preening, like maybe he's handsome.
Oh,
Or he's like part
Okay.
cat.
Are
Yeah,
you?
in
Are you all-
his own puppy sort of way.
which one?
Otto.
Otto,
The-
the one with
the
the dog
wolf.
bits. The
half
other
dog
one
guy.
is
Dog
not
thing.
preening. The other one is not speaking either, and is just kind of glaring at you from under its cloak.
You
And
know,
so
fair.
He's doing
I'll
that
look
in
at
the
him
photo very
directly
well.
and go, "Are you okay, my friend?"
Why wouldn't I be? It's a female voice.
Well,
Have you? What you hear?
We've
Nothing.
heard
No.
nothing. We're new to here. We just met the
Mm.
abbot last night.
Mm.
biscuit? And he opens up
I'm
like
sorry.
one of his
I'm
rations.
sorry. Talk to Otto. She kind of rubs her eyes and like puts her head down a bit.
He goes, he'll like open up a ration. It's usually is like hardtack biscuits or something like that. Crack one in half, take a bite out of it, and hand over and offer the other half to Siegfried.
Otto.
Siegfried.
Yeah.
Siegfried.
Siegfried.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here.
She takes it. She takes a little nibble of it.
It's filling. It may not be the tastiest thing in the world, but it is filling.
She takes another nibble of it. And she like holds it down by her side and doesn't take another bite of it for like a little bit, and then she kind of turns away, and you're pretty sure she's taking another bite, and she turns back and she's got it kind of behind her back again.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
It'll
not
take a
really
while
eating this.
for that one to warm up to us.
Yep. But she is eating it. And Otto says, "Yeah, come with me. And don't worry about her. She's not never mind. Just come with me."
Yes.
None of my business.
We shall follow.
And he leads you down the path.
Like your shovel, by the way, Otto.
Oh, thank you, he says, and he
Looks
gestures
well
off
used.
to his right as you guys step away from these things, which is down on the map or west.
Close these.
I hate that. And there you can see stunted pine trees growing out of the rocky earth in a graveyard near the foundation of the abbey's north wing. The windows of the structure are cracked panes of leaded glass. Ancient gravestones burst from a thin crust of snow in the yard. Beyond the low wall that surrounds the graveyard, the ground falls away. The village lies 400 feet below, and the view is breathtaking.
This is a nice place.
The wall that surrounds this place is only 5 feet high, so you can see over it.
Oh my god,
Interesting.
that we wait, I'm not standing near that edge, thanks.
I'll look.
No, it's yeah. You don't want to fall down there for sure. Even
Yeah,
though
it's
the road
beautiful.
is down there, if you were rolling, you could. The road's only narrow, so you could roll right over it.
What a lovely place to lay the dead to peace.
Yes. Well, and he sees your shovel, and checks your garb, and he says, "We do what we can, don't we?
We do.
Follow me." And he leads you up to the gate in the middle of the abbey. A 15-foot-high curtain wall joins the abbey's two wings. Behind its battlements, two guards stand at attention, their features obscured by fog. Below them, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot-tall wooden doors reinforced with bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque. He leads you up to the doors, and
Can we read the plaque?
The plaque, yeah, if you want to read it.
I do.
Sure.
What
you can
language
mention
is
what
there?
language is it?
It's in common, and the plaque bears the abbey's name, the Abbey of Saint Markovia, under which appear these words: "May her light cure all illness."
Is this
Indeed.
to the morning? No, wait, morning.
No, the moon
Yeah, I was like,
Saint
there's
Markovia
two.
was her own
moon
thing.
mother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
not
not the
Moon
Night
Mother.
Mother
I don't
or the
know.
Morning Lord. Yeah,
Okay.
It's to Saint Markovia, not like a god. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a mortal that came here, did a bunch of good things, and got
Cool.
sanctified.
Is
That's the
there
word, right?
any other monks or nuns here?
There is not that you can see.
Oh,
Imagine having
But
an abbey with no monks.
there's no monks. Exactly.
It's eerily
just the abbot.
empty.
yes, you
I
haven't
mean,
seen anything but these two creatures since you came
And
in.
the two guards. The two more guards he just mentioned.
Yes. So
They're
that's interesting
obscured in shadow.
because what did ED see when or is that the
He saw fake guards.
EP
EP.
said when it patrolled around here? Do you remember, Lamp? Shabaka?
Oh, sorry.
Eh,
Chewbacca is in spider form, so he's waiting for his
Yes,
chance
the
to
question.
He's
The
waiting.
question. The question was, do you remember what EP saw when he tried to surveil the gates here?
He saw fake soldiers on top of the walls.
Yeah. Scarecrows.
But I can't tell you guys that. So
No.
But they
maybe you
might
can
remember
motion that. We can
from
kind
your
of
report.
infer.
Yes,
maybe.
I
They
do
can
remember that.
from your report.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So yes,
Everybody was
there are
fake except
guards
for
on the
one guy
wall.
with a spear. All right.
Yep. And you move to the inner area in there. That one.
we love opening stuff on maps. Yay.
Yes,
Is that a
we
well?
do.
That is. The thick fog that fills this courtyard swirls as if eager to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by a 15-foot-high curtain wall on which stand several guards with their backs to you, or so it seemed at first. It is clear now that these guards are mere scarecrows. Wooden doors to
Nailed
the
it.
north and east lead to the abbey's two wings. In the center of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch, to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. The
Oh,
quiet is shattered by horrible screams coming from the sheds.
Um,
Sounds unpleasant.
you know,
don't love that.
I was following along right until like there.
The screams of
Yeah.
I'm like,
anguish.
Wait,
Yeah.
Could you repeat that?
Sorry,
Wait a
there's
second.
somebody
What?
on mandibles. Can you manacles? Could you run that by me again?
2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky
Where
earth have iron
where are
rings
those?
bolted to them.
They hair.
They
Where are those?
are. Yeah, that's
Interesting.
The
right.
stalks?
Okay.
What about that missing guy? Does it look like him, but with mandibles?
No, it's something you haven't seen. So
Thank
it's
God.
yeah. 1 second. Yeah, the imprisoned, the one that's tied to one of the spikes is a 5 foot tall, wiry, spindly man. He has 3 red spider eyes on the right side of his face, while the left side appears human. He has a frog's foot in the place of his left hand, and a taloned crow's foot where his right foot should be.
Uh,
Oh, wait a
so
minute.
he got to rearrange a little bit.
That's funny. That's the wrong one.
Oh.
Never mind. You don't see that one.
Okay, so I'll
The
erase that
creature
one.
chained to the post flaps its leathery wings and takes to the air, but doesn't get far before the chains go taut. She flutters about madly, screaming nonsense.
Everything
Has
all right?
spider mandibles and
bat wings.
bat
Yep.
wings. Okay.
Otto says, "Oh yeah, everything's fine. You wait here. I'll get the abbey at the abbot." And he heads off towards the building on the bottom of this map.
This one?
We are on the island of Dr.
Cool. I'm
Moreau.
immediately want to go and look up in
Right?
this building.
The Abbey of Dr.
Well,
Moreau.
do we want to try talking to the person chained to the post? Since it's
Also,
You
there.
can go right
these-
ahead. I'm gonna go snoop.
Yeah, just outside of reaching range. Yes, I would probably try to talk to that person.
Do these guys
Yeah.
have an inordinate amount of asses?
I'm sorry.
the
Do they have
regular
an
number of
inordinate amount?
The buildings, the doors along the walls here too, like the one set over here and the one set over here. From inside there, you can hear muffled cries as well.
I don't love that, but I
don't
do
love
want to
that
look at this
either.
building.
Okay.
Should we put our characters on the map?
If the time comes, I'll,
You- oh my
I'll
gosh,
ask for it.
imagine.
It'll be easier to not do it until then, though.
Have we
I
gotten
did
into
not mean
here, or
it
are we
that
still
way,
out here?
but okay.
Are we in this yard, or are we still out here?
Yes, in the yard.
Okay.
Are you on somebody that you can get like a free ride?
I was on the
Yeah,
cart.
it's on my shoulder.
You're on the cart. Okay.
Oh, okay. I can.
Oh, I didn't even know we brought the cart.
Yeah, I think we probably left the cart at the door. We could walk in here. We're not gonna drag the
It's
cart
fine.
along with us.
Shabaka's on my shoulder.
Yeah, I guess we didn't need it.
There's
since
no
we
way
didn't
you're
have
gonna be
the
on
animal.
Come on.
Cora's.
Is it
No.
possible to talk to the person who's posted?
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm with Sasha.
Okay, so we'll do the talk, and then Fallon's gonna open that door, I think. Anyway,
Yep.
so yep. Let me see, courtyard.
Okay, if Fallon opens that door, I'll take to the wall.
So as you get
Spider
close,
girl.
the creature on who's staked with the wings is skittish and like pulls back to the extent of the chain to be far away from you.
We mean you no harm.
Yeah, once I see that, I'd stop. I don't approach any closer.
Okay.
What is your name? I am Sasha.
They can respond.
She does respond.
Oh.
Sure, her language is difficult to make out because she's got a mouth that she's talking through, but it's got the mandibles attached to it. So
We have to
as she
concentrate to
speaks,
pay attention.
yeah, make an intelligence roll.
Intelligence. I can do that. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh no, my wisdom's good. My intelligence is not necessarily good.
5.
Did that roll? It did. Oh, which one is it going to be? 12. Double your plus.
Oh, you had 2 dice, and yeah, fair.
Oh, well, I've said it to
Even though I
always
don't
roll
understand her, I'm going to go
Yeah,
to
do
great
it.
lengths to not let my confusion reach my face. I have a
Right.
feeling that might be frustrating.
She says something that starts with an M and is roughly 3 syllables long,
Oh no.
but you have a hard time making out the details.
Does anyone have good intelligence?
It's not mental
No.
Baron.
Cool.
That has too many syllables.
Can I use insight to try
Medicine?
to figure out what she's saying, or perception?
Medicine?
Yes.
You can figure out something about her with insight for sure. Medicine.
I'm a little better with
This is a-
insight.
This is a bit
no, I'm not.
beyond what
Killing me here.
medicine is capable of determining.
No, I was trying to guess the word that she was saying.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like reading
What?
her
She's
lips.
gonna say her
Well, just
disease?
Do any of you casters? Can you do
Did
that
she say
message
mongrel
spell?
folk?
Interesting. It doesn't sound like that's what she said.
Okay.
That doesn't quite fit the syllables that she made.
I was like, please don't tell me she thinks her name is mongrel folk. That would be
Do any of
sad.
you casters have the message spell?
Message now.
Insight 12. She's definitely afraid of you.
Yeah, that's why I'm not approaching.
But also is someone who would be dangerous if cornered.
All right. Well,
Right.
we keep our, and actually Sasha said at the very beginning, we
Yep.
always make sure we
Yep.
stay where our arms length away.
Oh yeah,
and
that's one of the reasons
especially
Fallon is not coming close. She knows
Yep.
she's not the most comforting presence.
You can
Inside.
probably see from the scratches on the ground where she's able to reach, and we stay outside of that circle.
Fallon opens the door to the foyer of the north building. This room used to be an office, as evidenced by the remains of a desk and a chair, both of which have been smashed to pieces. A hallway to the south, which is unfortunately to the right, leads to a staircase going up. A dark
Does this
passage to
place
the east is full of unnatural whispers, bad laughter, and bestial odors.
look like of the buildings? Does this place look like it could be like a church, like the worship area, the
No.
church part, or the other one does?
More
Yeah.
like a dormitory.
Yes, there are
Yeah.
many rooms down a single hall.
Yeah. Okay. I've lost interest in this place. If Chewbacca wants to look around,
Okay,
I'll come
yeah.
back outside.
Let's look.
Put me on this
Like,
wall
but do
here,
we wish to speak to this
Yeah, I'll let Chewbacca run around.
and I'll go down this hall
poor
and look
person
in the
here?
rooms.
I'll go upstairs.
Okay.
Nah.
This lightless corridor has multiple doors behind which lie creatures that shatter the quiet with their mad cackles and whispered curses. The stench is overpowering.
I don't
This
like
is
that.
Chewbacca.
It's like my college dorm.
right?
So all 8 of these rooms have creatures in them,
Yes.
and they're all, I assume, some kind of combination of human and animal parts.
They are indeed. Yeah. And they
I
have there's
hate that.
large numbers of creatures in there too. Like some of
Oh,
these
like
have
more
like
than one per
10
room.
or more type thing.
Is this to him appear more like a jail cell, or is it they can come and go?
Jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
Could you?
Okay,
Well-
I'll go down that wall to see all the rooms, and then come back the other wall, and then go up the stairs. But that'll be a while
Upstairs, Fallon went upstairs, and there's an upstairs office. A wooden counter shaped like an L stands in the front of a spacious office. All the other furniture has rotted away, leaving heaps of moldy wood and faded cloth.
Well, okay. I'll leave.
Okay.
So what's in the other part of the room, or is it just look down upon these rooms or something?
It is. There's more upstairs. Let me just see that.
I'll reluctantly follow them in the door. It's like, wow, well, I guess we're not going to talk to this young lady.
No, you guys are talking to her.
No,
We
I'm
just
still staying out
left
there.
before.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
We have,
there is more. There's
Chewbacca and
a
Fallon
door.
immediately fucking like bounced.
yeah.
There's a door to the east, which is up on the map. So there is a room. I'll just bring it up. Don't like the way this
I
is organized,
mean,
but
Sasha's
If
not
it-
going to last much. Not very. You know, if you guys left, he's going to follow you out of obligation because danger.
Okay, so just out of
right.
curiosity, the part that I don't think we quite got did so the building that we went into, is that the opposite building that Otto went to?
yes.
Yes, that's why I wanted
Okay,
to go
so
in it.
I'm going to wait in the main courtyard where he left us.
I mean,
Sort
I'm
of
gonna
trying
come
to
back out.
converse with this creature, but if the Abbot comes back, then I will actually be there.
Okay.
yeah,
Fallon?
Cora was acting like a good person and not doing anything, just waiting
Yeah.
near the well.
Exactly.
So this room that you're in, Cora, has a door to the east and a door to the west, which would lead into another room above the rooms below, and out back the way you came, probably onto the wall.
Cora?
Sorry, I
Fallon.
meant Fallon. Yep.
Oh.
My bad.
Oh, yeah. No, Fallon's just gonna leave that building.
Okay.
We can come back later, but it's not what she wanted to find, so she's just gonna leave
Fair.
and come back outside. Be like, what's up?
Okay, so everyone regroups back out into the courtyard. Any more conversation for the one that's tied up?
Or basically say,
I
you know,
don't know
we
if I
mean you
got the
no harm.
response from anybody whether or not they had message.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't.
So,
No.
Jesse, if I'm gonna, if I finish walking along that wall on the first floor, I'm gonna go up the stairs and go out the door onto the landing.
So you'll be outside,
Yeah.
upstairs. Okay.
And I'm gonna walk across that area to here, keeping to the sort of shadows of the wall.
Right. Okay.
Does that building look like it's a place of worship?
It does. Yes.
Oh, that's where I want to go. Okay.
And at that, the front door to the place opens, and the abbey comes out. He looks a little confused, and when he
Okay.
sees you close to the one on the thing, he's like, "Ooh, be careful! Careful, she bites." Yes.
Oh yes, we're staying our distance.
Good. Good. Yeah. Well, what can I do for you?
What is wrong with this poor creature?
Nothing. Nothing is wrong with her. She's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He looks distraught.
Yes. Well, it's not safe for her to roam around.
What happened
He-
to her?
Oh, I think it was some rather good work. She. This is how she wanted to be perfect, and I helped her with that.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Indeed.
Okay.
How did
No,
you help?
look. There's some very fine stitch work here. If you notice.
Huh? Wait. Oh. Cora will look. Absolutely
Yeah.
will.
Roll medicine.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
I will as well.
Okay.
Back up to my office. For a
Yeah.
second.
Fallon.
I
No,
need to
Fallon.
do
Cora
Cora is
like
not the
looks at
most
it and
intelligent.
nods and says like, "Oh yeah,
Stitching.
really fine."
At
Yeah.
stitching.
One
Yep.
second.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just almost there.
It didn't show up here. What'd you get?
No, my beverage was empty. I had to go
Oh.
downstairs.
Okay. Gotcha.
That didn't last very
That's why
long.
he
What
said,
the heck?
almost there.
Yeah.
Almost there.
I thought we were waiting for a slow rolling d20.
No, we're waiting for a slow walking old man. All right, hold on 1 second. Here we go. Medicine. Gonna roll anything higher than a 12 today? No, I am not.
Close though. Yeah, you can't see it either.
All right.
Can I make an insight check to see how the bat creature woman reacts when when she sees the abbot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's a 6.
That is a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not great.
We are not on the ball today.
Our rolls tonight
We
are
didn't eat
rough.
breakfast first. That's
Oh man.
we just
Well,
left.
Cora just kind of shrugs at
breakfast.
that because she has seen people wanting unusual things with their lives, including, becoming undead to protect swords and blah 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 blah. And
Yeah, but it's
um,
the way that she's like chained up is wild.
yeah. So Cora is just gonna kind of
And
be, as far as she can tell, unaffected by where this conversation is going, and completely dismiss the woman altogether.
Okay.
I did have some questions about something that appeared to us last night, and whether or not you had any suggestions for this wedding dress. That's what I'm most interested in, if I must admit. But now that I'm actually here, I wanted to know more about the abbey. Is there no monks and no nuns to help you?
Well, Saint Markovia was driven from these lands before I showed up. She did mean to do well for people, though, and she built this place, this abbey, and well, it seemed a fitting place to move in
Hmm.
and see if I could do some good here.
So, I must ask, and I'll actually say in Celestial, just to sort of see if he knows all languages. Did you create her? Sort of looking at the person with the leathery wings and the mandibles.
Oh, no, nothing so crude as that. She just wanted a little help.
Ugh.
That's just most interesting.
Yes, well, the family that was living here when I arrived, they were peculiar people, and well, it's the same family that's here now, I suppose, generations later.
Hmm.
Are they your monks? Cora says, kind of confused.
They're not really sophisticated for things like that. They don't think they have much in the way of strong beliefs. Still, I help them on behalf of the Morning Lord, and you can clearly see now that he's got like a wooden holy symbol of the Morning Lord, the sun, the rising
Does he
sun
seem like
on his chest.
a true believer of the Morning Lord, or kind of heretical?
Um,
That would be hard to tell.
I
I
mean,
think
based on
we
his
can.
behavior.
I'd give you an insight roll
I'm a
there to see if
paladin of the Morning
there
Lord.
was anything. Yeah, I'd like to see how serious he was about
Or
it.
religion?
Well, oh shit. There's some
Sweet.
insight.
Yep. No, he's referring to the Morning Lord, unironically.
All right.
If Fallon starts to kind of wander around, is he gonna say anything?
Are you gonna start to wander around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Where are you gonna wander?
Just kind of looking like I don't. What's this over here?
That is a trough.
Yeah, she should kind of wander this way. Kind of looking at
Yeah.
everything. Very
These
casually.
There are 3 old horse troughs that are badly rotted and fall apart if handled or jostled.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm afraid they're not very good at repairs. It's not my thing either, but maybe
There
we could get
is
some help with it.
maybe, and happy to help as we can. It sounds like from the sides here, it almost sounds like distressed calls. Is there something we could do to help the people in the?
Why are you so
Did you say there were
dominant?
sort of stables on the sides here? Sure.
I mean, he didn't
Sorry, I
say
can't.
anything like that.
No, we're saying
Yeah.
because we heard coming from these things on the sides. Yeah, there.
They're locked doors into small rooms. Yeah, with noises coming out of them.
Are
Yes,
those
that's what I'm
confessional
referring to.
booths?
Oh no, they're just well, not everyone who gets their gift is safe to have around. They don't like strangers.
Lycanthropy?
Oh no, no, nothing like that. Just self-control problems.
So
That's one way of
Fallon is
putting
kind
it.
of moving towards the building at the fucking north.
He kind of like starts to
West?
step back and move in your direction, like kind of like
Okay.
cornering you so that he's in front of you as you're moving towards the door. So he's trying to stay between you and the door most of the time. He says, "I'm
Okay.
sorry, you came here. I'm wondering if you have a lead on that dress that you wanted to discuss."
That's part
Right.
of the reason we were here. We were first hoping, as a man apparently as knowledgeable as yourself, and have been here for such a long time, if you might know roughly where in Barovia we might find such a thing, if you know of any creators. But the other thing is, there are a few measurements missing here, and we were hoping to meet, if she's here, the to be bride, to make sure that we have the proper measurements. It would be horrible of us to acquire a dress for you that didn't fit properly.
Ah, yes. Well, regarding the source of the dress, No, I'm afraid if I knew where one was, I would have done it by now. But the Bellevues take up most of my time. They are somewhat ceaselessly demanding of my presence here.
Sorry, who are the Bellevues?
Oh, the Bellevues, the occupants, the family that lives
Oh,
here.
of course. So I guess the second thing would be, if you don't know where we might find a wedding dress, is the person that is being married here, that we can make sure that we have the proper measurements. Because again, it would be a shame to go to throughout Barovia to find a dress and then it not fit.
Especially with
He's
how rare
hesitant.
the lace is. It costs so much per square inch. I would know. We can't waste any.
He looks at you and he nods and he looks at Ramses and he just hesitates, makes eye contact with you, stares at you for a moment.
And I stare back. I'm
And he
Yeah.
replies in Celestial to you and says,
okay.
"Very well, let's see what you can do."
Please,
Thank you very
we're
much.
we do want to help. But again, if we have all the information, it would make our task much simpler, and it
He
would make
leads you
your
towards the.
bride much happier.
That's good, he says, and then he leads you towards the door and
Right?
leads you
What,
into the main hall.
this mean? Oh. Oh.
Oh, very
Oh
well.
fuck.
That looks
So
a
we
lot
know
more
he,
normal, and I'm pretty happy about that.
and
So
also
far.
Gentle-sounding music trickles down from above you, played on a single-stringed instrument by some unseen master. It's on the floor above you. The ground is one large 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire in a hearth, while above the fireplace mantel hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while in the other corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders. So she seems lost in her own thoughts.
Is she the bride to be?
Yes, he nods. Basilka, come here, please. These people would like to take your measurements for the dress. And she kind of turns to face you somewhat stiffly. Oh, why, yes, of course, she says. And she moves out from behind the table and comes over to you. Where should I stand?
Anywhere will be good. I just need a rope, if you don't mind. A measuring rope?
When you say anywhere will be good, she doesn't move.
Specific.
So she's just kind of standing, like, behind the...
Yeah, so I believe you should approach the young lady.
She's come up to you, but she's approached the group, but she doesn't make a move to pose or stand anywhere or anything like that when you give her the freedom to choose for herself.
Mhm.
Have I reached the this building yet?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at around the top floor.
Just stand as relaxed as you can, and I will go about taking your measurements.
She
I have a
relaxes.
question.
Mhm.
You said there was a sun thing. What was that?
There was a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun above the fireplace mantle.
Yeah. So
I want to go over there and kind of look at it while they're doing their thing. Kind of.
It's
does
a
it look like
big
it would be
gold disc.
appropriate to pray to in front
It
of
is
it?
literally gold, and it is large.
And it is a
Does it
disc.
look like it would
Does
be
it look like
appropriate
there
to
could be
pray in front of it?
something hiding behind it?
It's feasible that it would separate
Oh
from the wall.
no!
One moment, please.
Not. Do not.
She's caught on to
I'm-
something though. There's something.
Treasure
Yes,
in
I know.
House of the Saint.
I'm really excited.
Yes,
This is what I've
treasure
been
you
looking
seek
for.
is hidden behind the
Sasha
sun.
will
The sun in the House of a
Saint.
Saint.
Sasha will hold its similar holy symbol and utter a quick prayer.
Cora's
Ye-
completely
Is the
ignoring
abbot-
them.
Mhm.
Is the abbot watching us, or is he watching Cora like really closely?
He is watching Cora, and Cora, you are really close to Vasilka here, and you can roll a very easy medicine check. Just don't
Can I
blow it.
take a little sniff? Make sure.
Yeah, no, she smells good. Fine, I suppose is a better way to put it.
I don't.
14
14.
is sufficient. As you get close to her, and like you're running the tape measure down her arm or across her shoulders or waist, it's pretty clear that the lines that are on her skin are stitches.
Okay, so she was
She has
described
been
wearing a
stitched.
torn red dress.
Yes, and
Is her
there's
skin
tears in it, there's
visible?
holes. It is her wrists are neck and stuff like that. You can see fine stitches all over her skin. Very well done. All healed by now, but definitely
She doesn't.
she didn't come in one piece.
Okay, she doesn't appear to be in any pain though.
Nope.
I don't think that would bother Cora. I'm gonna be very, very genuine. I don't think that would bother Cora.
Is her head one piece?
Her head does appear to be one piece, yes.
Okay.
So this is like
Okay.
stitched as in from some grievous accident or injury, or put together out of multiple girls.
The latter.
So
There
when
you go.
Cora is taking her measurements, then is there any obvious themes in which something is smaller than it should be, or like you'd have to make double check on measurements essentially?
No, she's been very well built.
Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Cora's fine,
She's
but I don't
stacked.
like that.
Don't mean that way. I
Literally.
mean the
Sasha
craftsmanship is very good.
Sasha will ask the abbot. So what is her fate?
Oh, don't be so crude. Ask her herself.
He asked the abbot that question.
Ask her
I-
who the
yes.
husband, who the groom is.
Yep.
So, real quick, while he's kind of focusing on
Mhm.
Cora and her and all that stuff, can I I just want to take a peek,
Mhm.
see if I can see if there's anything behind the sun.
I still presume you're gonna do it stealthily.
Yes.
Then you may roll stealth.
Cora is gonna be like scolding Sasha. I mean, what's to be her?
That's a
fate?
20. That's a dirty 20.
Sweet.
I saw it land on that too, and I got scared.
Yeah, there
Oh.
is. There is definitely a compartment back there, and there's at least a few things. One is a potion, but one is definitely something shiny.
Oh boy.
Nick it.
Can I take the things out of there?
Mentions
I mean,
that to the crow.
They're
Be shiny.
it's getting big. The chances of hiding something like that are less.
Leave the
Okay.
potion, just get the other thing.
No, I don't know.
I think the other thing is the one that's a bit big.
Oh, okay.
I think I could probably take a potion.
Probably.
Well,
But the other thing is what we want, isn't
does she
Yes, I
have any
know.
other dresses, Abbott? This one's torn.
I'm afraid there's not much call for dresses in the Abbey.
Does
It's a
it
bit of a
look
new
like
enterprise for me.
on her? Does she look about the same size as Esmeralda, maybe? Or as maybe because we discussed it that she is in between Fallon and Cora, I believe, in
Yeah, I
height.
think so.
Um,
And how tall are you two?
Cora is 5'5".
And Fallon?
5'11".
Yeah, then she was 5'8".
Is-
That's what I thought I remembered, but I couldn't be sure.
Yeah, but Cora kind of feels bad for this woman being unable to have something nice and wants to share the wealth prior to her wedding day so that she could potentially, feel good about herself.
Oh, I feel great. You don't need to worry about me. I'm sure my husband will be fine.
Oh, that must be so exciting. Do you have any bridesmaids?
No, what's a bridesmaid?
Is that a common practice? Do they do that? Like
I
in
don't think
general?
we'd know.
In D&D, do they have bridesmaids or is
I
what
bet they
talking out of
do
her ass?
in some celebrations. Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
Some
necessarily say it's
cultures would.
universal, but
Well, in this case, it would be a close friend and or relative that accompanies you on your most special day. Your wedding would be one of them. Often it's
oh,
a female friend.
and her face drops a little bit with that. Um, but she looks over at the abbot and said, "I would like a bridesmaid." And he kind of sighs. Yes, I'm sure we'll look into it.
Well, I would be willing to
get
learn
that dress. You can be the bridesmaid. If you're
only
at
if
a
she'd
funeral.
like me to. Oh?
What?
Pardon?
Is there something I should be... Is it more
Before
too
you
private
volunteer to be a
affair?
bridesmaid, yes, there's probably something you should know.
Oh.
He kind of sighs. He takes a deep breath, as if beginning a long story. He's like, I know who you are. I know
Yes.
Strahd brought you here. I know he has plans for you.
Oh, okay.
This land needs to be rid of him. He's too powerful. I can't face him.
Has he had a hand in what we see around us? He doesn't want to be
Oh, this is
too
all
much more
my work.
direct than that.
He continuously and repeatedly gets fixated with people in this land that he thinks were going to make him happy. They never do.
So he is at his core an unhappy person.
He is
He
at his core,
craves.
and there's nothing we can do about it. But I thought to myself, what if I could craft him the perfect bride? One that would not grow old or become his slave for his contempt. What if I could build exactly what he needed? This
Have
could end
you
like
come close
I've
to success in
solved
that?
it all.
So do you think if Strahd gets married, that it will end his reign?
No, it wouldn't end his reign, but maybe he just stopped being such a dick.
Such a mood. Does this window, one of the windows next to this thing, look like it could open real quick?
Yeah, the windows can open.
Cool.
So good.
Okay, we're gonna have to have a laugh break. All right, cool. This is the spider falls to the ground and convulses at this point.
Rolling
Right.
around on the ground.
Kicking all legs up. Oh, man.
Well, that's a noble task.
So real quick, should I try and steal this, or should we just wait until we've done the whole wedding dress thing?
I'm gonna
So
let you
what-
guys have a metagame conversation here that you wouldn't normally be
Yeah.
able to have, but I think it'll be good.
Okay.
So go ahead and
And-
So
talk it out.
what is in there?
Honestly,
We're not
I
gonna
wanna
do
know more.
the
I want to know
stupid wedding
more
dress
about what the
quest
hell's
now.
happening with
Yeah,
Abbott.
but what's behind the sun?
I'm going to
Oh, it's
ask
the
him,
sword.
There's
It's
a
How many of
potion
the-
and something else that is probably the sword.
Well,
And
that's
I'm
what we're here
thinking-
for.
I can't
What are you
sneak
rolling
it out because it's too big, but this
it
window
also
can open.
shiny.
So what if I just throw it up the window?
Oh, jeez.
And
I
then
wonder
we
how
do
many
after.
of the other residents are previous attempts at brides.
Yeah, I
Right?
really hate this.
Yeah.
Incredible
We're not-
Steve Buscemi Spy Kids 2 energy, but
Yeah, we're not getting
I
we're
love
not getting a
Spy Kids.
wedding dress. This plan is whacked. He's not gonna work.
No,
Well,
it
Strahd
doesn't
is
matter.
not gonna want some stitched together woman. He wants Irina or
Yeah, but at the
it's
very
stupid.
least, it may be stupid, but at the very least, the abbot is a powerful guy, and he will have tried. And if Strahd rejects it, maybe that will help the abbot be on our side, not on Strahd's.
Do we want this
So it
guy
would be
on our
it would be
side?
help creating. I don't know that
I
we
really
wouldn't.
don't like this guy. He fucking weirds
No,
me
he's
out.
whacked, man. He's like experimenting on people. That's
This
not
is
cool.
so fucked
But
up.
he's trying to do so. It sounds like I don't know what the deal with the Belfries is. They're the people that are being converted to these
The Bellevues,
things,
yep.
Bellevues. But at the end of the day, I like everybody in this realm is effed up in like a huge way. But at the end of the day, he's actually trying to do something that he is hoping will get Strahd to not be as terrible as he is. which compared to everybody else we've ever met who's either absolutely just terrified or worships him because they realize that he is the god of the area, like he's the only person that sounds like he's trying to do something.
But how much good intention is enough to get over the fact that he's fully just making some wild ass Frankenstein monsters out
Yeah,
of people?
yeah.
Because that's a lot,
don't
and then
know.
keeping them like
It's a lot. I
chained
know.
up. It's terrifying.
It is.
Right.
I don't disagree.
And
but at the
is there
same
a
time,
possibility of fixing these people?
but
I don't think so.
is it better to have him on our side with his creatures or against us with his creatures?
I think
We have
we gotta cut. Like, I'm probably gonna come down and do I find anything interesting up there, or can I just come down and?
Yeah, there's not really a. Well, I guess you could get outside to the window. I'll read you S17, and then you can come down.
Oh,
Because yeah, I just
S17?
want to get
waiting for
involved in the
S17 all night.
game, and but yeah, I think what we should do is we should just look like just talk to this guy and say, look, this isn't gonna work. I know you spent a lot of time on it, but it's not gonna work. And then
It's not you, it's
like
me.
like just say he's not gonna fall for this put together woman. He already has this person that he wants, and if he doesn't get what he wants, he's not gonna be happy. So
But do
you're
you
not
really
gonna
wanna-
fool him with this. Like, I think we should level with this guy,
And
and then
this
if
poor
he's
child,
still
I don't
doomed.
disagree with you, Shabaka.
Yeah.
But my worry is, what if he takes it out and kills the kid again?
Yeah, that's my
if he what?
concern. Kills
If he
the
kills
kid
the
again?
kid,
Well, then
goes,
we'll have to
"I
kill
don't-"
him.
Well, that solves literally not a single problem.
Well,
exactly.
but like, we can't just
On
let
it-
this madman continue to experiment on people.
I get the impression
Bro,
that
I
this
don't know.
abbot actually saved them in some way.
I feel the same way.
It
we could just
sounds
ask
horrific.
Abbott, what is your
Generous.
history
I
with
mean-
these people?
So, okay, I'm going to
I
speak out of
guess-
character. I was using Corey's
Yeah,
voice.
no,
whatever.
no,
yeah,
this is
I'm
all
taking out of
metagaming, all out
character
of
too.
character.
This is meta.
Out
All
of
out of
character.
character.
Out of character. This family was there before the abbot. Before the abbot.
Yeah.
Okay? They took over the monk monastery after the original person left. All right? These people probably were crazy beforehand.
Yeah, I feel they took it over as a leper colony type
Well, we
thing.
need to find that out.
Then the
Yeah.
abbot shows up and goes, I actually can help you not be crazy, maybe. And they go, but what if we actually want to be crazy, maybe? And he goes, cool. What do you want then? And they go, I don't know, I want to be a bat.
Right. So maybe they are really asking him to do these things, and he's just
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever. As long as it
So
helps me get to
incredibly
my goal
generous.
of making
So-
a Frankenstein
And
creature.
Now,
And for the
the
most
thing is,
part, he's keeping
Now-
them all here, away from
Yeah.
the public.
Now he feels that he is responsible for them and can't leave the abbey.
Yeah, and
Otherwise,
they're
they can
grave
get
robbing.
loose
They're
or
not
get control.
taking living
Things
people.
uncontrolled and things like that. So what might
Exactly.
be happening
So-
is like maybe he feels responsible for them now. Like yes, he's changed them, he's created them in some way, and he's proud of maybe his ability to create.
He's edited them.
Right?
basically.
Yes.
But
That's
that
where
doesn't mean the family wasn't weird before that.
exactly. Ramses is on board with Cora because I think there's more to this family that's been here. If they've been here for hundreds of years.
Well, let's find. Well, that'll
So-
be the
Well,
next conversation to
real
find out
quick-
what's
Bigger
going
issue
on.
is that this lady is probably the amalgamation of like 15 women's corpses from Kresk.
But
yeah,
they
don't love
were-
it.
No, don't love it. Don't love it.
So I honestly, that's extremely generous, but I don't care either way too much. I just should I steal this thing?
So my
Yes.
issue
That's my
is
question.
Yes.
so
we
my
need
issue
that
you
is
thing.
should.
as soon as you perform an act which is considered rude, I bet he's gonna attack us.
But we
Not if
can.
he doesn't notice.
But Cora and Ramses are both there, sort of, and he
His
has
attention
you
is
know,
focused on you two.
It's focused.
Yeah.
Also,
So
Cora probably hasn't noticed either because her passive perception is 13.
exactly.
I have a
and
really
I'm not.
fucking good sleight of hand. Okay.
I don't even know what is going on back there because I'm actually in that moment with the abbot trying to help. I'm trying to help. I actually think that for Ramses, he wants to make sure that the child lives, and so
Yeah.
he's going to do whatever he can to make sure that happens.
Child.
For Cora's perspective, she wants
Yes, the
this woman.
burgomaster's
Still,
son.
yeah, this is still
Oh
a
yeah,
person here,
yeah.
right? They unless there's such a really good automaton that they have context sensitive responses to whatever we say.
No,
I doubt there's a spirit in there.
she is responding to our orders.
Right.
She has her own wants, yes, because she asked for a bridesmaid, but it's not that she does. I bet if she was ordered by Strahd to do something, she would just do it.
And yeah, and bridesmaid was something that was basically told to her a moment before.
Yeah.
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 Well, you didn't tell her you should have a bridesmaid. You basically
Exactly.
brought
So
up
there's-
bridesmaids, and she went with what you said.
She went
And
with
when
that.
you didn't
She-
tell her where to stand, she was incapable of going and standing somewhere.
But at the
Yes.
same time, when you mentioned bridesmaid, she didn't ask the abbot whether or not she could have it. She said, "I want it."
I
Mhm.
want a
And he was like,
That's
sure,
true.
whatever.
Right? So there's a huge difference between being a slave to a master that is controlling your everything and her feeling that she's being controlled, and the fact that she has the free will enough to be able to say, "I want
I
that."
want.
I
my God,
wasn't
are we
curious
gonna
about
teach
the,
this-
the whole free will thing. I was actually curious about whether these are programmed responses.
Yeah, I don't know if they're programmed. And
Yeah.
and if we're talking about trying to I want to say, did I just hear you saying, are we willing to try to recondition this person? Isn't that what we're doing with Isaac?
Yeah.
Speaking of programmed, letting the dog out because he has a
Yeah.
programmed
What's-
desire to go to the
What's
bathroom.
the difference?
Well, I wasn't gonna say. I was gonna say, are we gonna teach this woman about free will?
Yeah, but isn't that what we're doing with him?
I am obsessed with that. I've got to say, fantastic idea. Very funny.
Yeah, I'm down with actually having her join the party.
Well, I'm not going that far.
Oh my.
I think you're just going a little too Chewbacca there.
That was out of character.
Should go check to see if she's one of the people you could have drawn in the cards as an ally. She might have been. That would have been.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be deeply funny.
hmm
They're like the Bride
like-
of Frankenstein.
Yeah, you bring her with you and you try to convince her that she doesn't have to do whatever her husband says just because she was built to be that way.
Yep.
That would be kind of fun conversations to have.
Girl, you don't need a man. You don't need a man to tell you what to do.
Yeah, or a vampire.
What
You
about
be
a
your own.
vampire?
You can be your own monster.
There you go.
Oh
Cool.
my.
Alan's just like,
So,
you don't need a man for anything.
There
So-
was a talk about whether we were going to a sleight of hand roll.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
No, but
Probably
awesome.
the
I'm gonna.
existence or non-existence of that is the very next moment in this game. So.
Okay, so
Great,
before you
I'm
do that,
going
can you
to-
tell me what's in the upstairs room?
Oh yeah, right. I
Yeah.
did say I'd
Do that
Sorry.
first, and then
Sorry,
then
Fallon.
you do your thing, and then I'll come down.
That's okay.
Okay, let's see.
Because I want to be there when you do that.
Unlit lanterns hang from the rafters, and a rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead. The room is filled with the sound of beautiful music, a melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much-needed warmth to the otherwise freezing room. A black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table. The music does nothing to stir it. A cot heaped with furs rests in the northeast corner, surrounded by an empty wine bottles. An oil lamp burns atop a nearby table, silhouetting a squat creature that has 2 heads. It sits on the edge of the cot with a viol between its legs. With a crustacean claw-like appendage, it grasps the neck of the instrument while running a bow gently across its strings with a human hand.
It's playing a violin type thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bit bigger than that, kind of like a cross between a violin and a cello. So
Oh.
let me bring
A
you.
viola.
A cellola. Oh, it's a little baby head. Oh,
I really don't like that. It's
oh, it's cute.
upsetting.
It's cute.
Is
creepy.
it cute? That's a. It's something.
There's gonna be a wide difference of opinion on that, I think. Yeah.
I don't like it. It weirds me the fuck out.
I am closing that handout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's going the fuck away.
Alright,
Thank
I will
you.
close it on the stream too. That may be disturbing some of the
It's
viewers.
upsetting.
But he plays
Yes.
a mean viol. He's,
Viol. Cello. Cellola. Lol.
He's doing
Oh,
very,
that looks
very well with it.
delightful. What's
Okay,
that?
so the only thing I want to see up there is
The fellow in the room
what's,
above you guys.
I want to go
Who-
under the
Vamp was looking at.
under the covered thing and see if the thing under there is alive.
Under the
Covered
No.
body. Nope.
Yep.
Just parts.
I mean, it's still mostly together, but
Oh
I'll
like-
bring it up.
God, what a statement.
So
Is it a woman or a man?
I'll
Proto-
bring you
Yes.
guys up to this level for a moment. You can see in the top left
Prototype
here was the
or-
room we're talking about, and in the top left of the top left, you can see the form, which to me looks masculine. Yep.
yeah, me too.
I'm gonna be real. This sucks. This place fucking sucks. We've been to a lot of weird places, but this place sucks.
Funny enough, this one to Shabaka doesn't seem.
I don't like it. It's weird.
It is
How do you hold
weird.
the bow?
It's not as bad as the hags. Think about it. They're not
It's
eating
weird.
anybody.
Okay, but like it's weird and it's also ethically like
This is more gray.
Fucking
that's why
creepy.
it's
That's
worse.
ethically
Because
creepy.
like with the kids thing, it's like, yeah, don't fucking eat kids. No shit. This one's just like, I don't
we're gonna kill
I
you
don't
for
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
This
Oh,
more
that's
is more of
fucked
a
up.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like it. Is
It-
all I know.
It's definitely very
So
disturbing.
this guy is bringing to life all these mixed creatures.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
So most
Well,
of
it
the
That he can
sounds-
do
it?
that,
It sounds like he's modifying the existing family that's there.
except for the one, the one
Except
that you
for
guys
one.
are talking to. That one is made from dead
Well, not
body
full-on
parts.
necessarily.
She's a full-on
She's
construct.
custom made. Like
No.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty
She's got-
impressive.
It is, and it's really good work. Like you
He's
pointed
Mail
out.
Not the
order
word I
bride.
would use.
Mhm.
Gross.
All right, so I'm gonna just crawl over to the where Fallon is, and
Okay.
just go back to normal form before she does the.
I don't
nick.
think that's a good idea. He doesn't know you're here.
All right, I'll stay in spider
And it would
form,
be,
but
like,
stay
kinda
near
wild.
Fallon.
To just like be like,
That'd
oh
be
yeah,
draw
here's our
attention.
friend. He was also here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about where he was.
He wasn't snooping.
I wonder what's in these other little holding pens or whatever that are facing toward the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
So
Animals,
I'm
probably.
going.
Well, he said basically some dangerous people that that are not adjusted to the public, for lack of a better
Yeah,
term.
great.
You
fun.
mean these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I suspect those are animals
So-
used for parts. That might be the
I
one.
think
Is
I
it
think
okay to
Fallon's
just
made up her mind, and I think we're gonna roll this.
Do it.
Okay, go
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right.
Oh no, I'm
Get it.
stealing this fucking sword.
Yep.
I'm going
and I'm
to.
gonna ask the guy flat out if these people were like this before, or he kind of made them this way.
Let's
So did
make
you?
the roll and see if
Hold
he
on.
answers
Let
or
me
not.
describe how I'm doing this. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna grab the stuff out from under there, sneaky, and then I want to open the window right next to it, right here,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of put the sword down, and also try and like kind of like shift Shabaka out so he goes with the sword as the
Nah.
spider.
Right.
Yeah. The
Okay.
stealthy 7 foot tall bugbear.
No, I didn't change back.
No,
I'm
he's
still
still a
spider
spider. He's
Yep.
still a spider.
because she didn't want me to.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it was a
Alright.
bad idea. Also, now you're a spider, so I'm gonna dump you out, and then I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but like,
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. So sleight of hand.
Yep.
Roll better than me tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
22.
that'll do.
22.
Plus
Nice.
10. Okay, my
Yes.
sleight of hand is good, and this is
Sweet.
the only
Yep.
time I've ever used it.
Ha,
So,
ha.
so this golden disc that's above the mantelpiece is solid gold and very heavy. To
You want an
get that
athletics
away
roll?
from
I'm
the wall
fucking buff.
and get through get the sword out without making any noise is quite an accomplishment. And you do it.
Hell
Nice.
yeah, I do. What's up?
Yep. The sword, yes, there is in there. Let's just give you the whole.
You
Can
see,
I take a peek at it before I dump it out the window?
Yeah,
you see
for
two
sure.
little spider arms with thumbs up.
I feel like at this point, Shabaka and Fallon have been working together for a while. We
We
get
got
it. We
this
get each
down.
other.
There is a
We got it.
potion in
Oh,
a crystal and
Oh, the
electrum
I'll just shove in
flask.
my bag.
Yeah. And 4 gold candelabras and
I don't.
a very fancy rapier.
Oh my god,
Boys.
that's so cool. Yeah, I will push. I'll put it out the window. I'll shove the potion in my bag, and I'm not gonna take the candelabras. That seems very weird.
It would get it to be a harder job if you were going to take 4 golden
Yeah.
candelabras
I'm
out
not
as well.
taking.
For
Just
sure.
the
I don't
sword.
think we have much use for them. So
Yep.
Sword and potion.
yep.
Okay, swish. Out the
Okay, and
window
then
they go, and
immediate-
Shabaka as well.
I immediately shut the window and kind of start wandering back over towards this, like over here.
Wow.
As you start wandering back, the abbot looks at you, and he's got like a somewhat puzzled expression on his face, and he scans the room a little bit, and then just goes back to what he was doing in the conversations that you guys were having.
Alan looks deeply unimpressed at him.
Mhm.
Like, what?
I renamed Felon.
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 I mean, you're not wrong.
Yep. So yes,
Fallon
you,
also wants to make herself look really bored.
Mm-hmm. Well, a clothes fitting for you that comes pretty naturally. Not your thing.
No.
So yes, Cora. Yeah. So what does the rest of the group converse with the abbot and the
Well,
Vasilka about?
the last thing that was said was you said Strahd was a dick, which
Right. Kind of put us on a
Best,
derail
because
this
yeah,
bit.
true.
yeah, the last thing he said was Strahd was a dick. And so she kind of looks at Vasilka and then looks back at the abbot with a sort of like a twitch of the eyebrow, kind of concern. And if you do not agree with him, why are you crafting and helping him?
He runs this land.
That is true.
Nothing that can be done to help these people.
Mm.
He's going to do what he does I know he's brought you here for a reason.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but if I can do something to ease the suffering of these people,
Were
well,
they
this is the
always
best
like
I've
this?
come up with so far.
So were they always like this?
Well, they weren't always exactly like this, but they were similar. When I first came here, he says, and he kind of like pats the chairs at the table to sit you down for a bit of a story.
Sit down, slightly.
Let me see.
Cora's gonna continue doing the measurements and stuff, but is clearly paying
Um,
attention.
Fallon's gonna real quick. Fallon's just gonna be like, I'm going to go prep the cart for our journey,
When I first
Hi.
came here,
and then she's gonna leave if he lets her.
yep, yeah, he's
Cool.
ready to do his monologue and just lets you go.
Great. Great.
Yeah, I
this
will
is not a
pay
pre-written
attention to him
monologue.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
me too.
When I came here, the abbey was full of the Bellevues were here. They were diseased and not doing well, I'm afraid. And
Disease
I
in what
swore
way?
to them. I swore to them that I would make them better. And they were eternally grateful for that. But when I cured them of their diseases, they started asking me for cures for their other things like jealousy or heartbreak. And they held me to my oath to cure them. And maddening though it was, I stayed and I cured them of these things, or I did my best. And when it seemed fine, they started asking for cures for things that I didn't even think were diseases. And I
Such
knew they
as?
were left-handedness first. Seemed easy enough. But then having the wrong color of eyes or not being tall enough. And then after that, not being able to see well in the dark. I must admit, at some point I lost my will to resist. They were so insistent. It was so foolish of them to have given them my oath. They took it out on me,
In what way?
forced me to do these things.
How did they force this?
My word, very important to me.
Your
They
word is
knew
your
this.
oath.
We can understand this.
I'm glad you can. My work here, apparently far from done, but with Vasilka, I at least think that I have done more than just care for the Bellevues.
Hmm.
This wouldn't have been possible without Mr. von Holtz.
On Holtz?
Yes, a doctor of some kind that came here a couple
How
hundred
long
years
ago?
ago now. He said he could help me with some of their more outlandish requests, and he taught me this art, he says, gesturing at Vasilka.
It
Seemed
is indeed a
after that
fine hand
the
you have.
Bellevue's requests became more unhinged.
Von
And
Holtz. Was his first name Vasily?
Yes, yes it
Lord
was.
Von Holtz. I've heard of him. Could you tell
Have
me a
you?
bit more about your friend?
Well, he seemed quite the medical. No, he's a very knowledgeable fellow in the field of medicine. His stitch work was impeccable. Um, I don't know what else to say. He was
is there
a genius in a lot of ways.
Are you
How do
aware of?
you know Mr. Von Holtz? Dr. Von Holtz, even.
Dr. von Holtz. From my interactions with Lady Wachter and Lady Levina Wachter, her ancestor, I came to understand that they were friends once. Hospitality and friendship.
Well, he was a long time ago, so an ancestor of Lady Wachter's, that seems feasible. What context did they know each other in?
What? I believe that Dr. von Holtz were friends. They were loyal to each other. I'm not certain by what else. He did thank her for her hospitality.
Interesting.
And Cora is referencing a letter that she received that she stole from the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That she read. That she still has, actually.
Now, there was something else about that letter. Do you remember what that was?
I was given a very short text saying it was just an old letter, an ancestor from Lord von Holtz thanking her for her hospitality, loyalty, and friendship over the years. That's all it says.
So there was a conversation that came up after that where the handwriting was dissected,
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it
and
was
it
Strahd's.
matched the note that invited you here.
Oh,
Not
right!
paid by the burgomaster.
Right! Cool.
Tell this guy. Tell him.
Okay, that puts a different context on it. How long did you know Dr. von Holtz?
Only
You
a few
said
months. He came by, he showed me what he could do, and then when I expressed an interest in helping the Bellevues further, he spent time here, spent time in the Abbey teaching me his arts. And he was very patient and waited until I understood completely and was able to provide the services that the Bellevues were asking.
Do you?
he
Well,
taught
is it
you means
possible?
of creation, way to transmute and permanently change.
His art was with the needle and thread. He was an expert sewer. The
Would you
life
say
force,
von
he says,
Holtz?
gesturing at Vasilka, I was able to add myself. But if you see here, and he holds out, he takes Vasilka's arm and he holds it out for all of you to see, and like around the wrist in particular, there is a very narrow ring of indentation where like a very precise scar has healed where the stitch work was done, and it goes up the inside of the arm as well. But it's it's like no scar you've ever seen on a person before. Very fine. This was his art right here, he says.
Mm.
Interesting.
Cora jokes, asking do you think he might know a good Soman for for a wedding?
he he thinks something, almost says it, and then changes his mind. And then mutters under his breath, perhaps if the dress were made of skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So nasty. I
That's
hate
totally
that.
valid.
That's a good
That's totally
response,
valid.
honestly.
Yep.
I still don't fucking
So,
trust this guy at
is it-
all.
So is it possible to maybe reverse their madness? That drive that causes them to want these strange things?
I can only do so if they ask me to. And they don't.
Do you not have your own free will to aid and help as you'd like?
Not as long as this is the
But
course that they're choosing.
Exactly. He has given his word to them. He's basically following what he has promised them. And they have gone and they have taken it a step further. And they just keep asking for more and more.
Many
they're
steps further, yes.
And not that I wish ill by any means, and she's very genuine because she doesn't actually want to hurt them at all. But if you were to avoid them or to take your solace elsewhere, would your oath harm you?
As long as I know of an imperfection among them and haven't addressed it, I'll be here.
Ugh.
I don't trust that. So
I think this is probably the most trustworthy person we've ever met here.
I was
Really?
gonna say
you think
He is so bound to his word that he's kept it through this ridiculous situation.
Yeah.
okay, but
so,
hear me out. Hear me out on why I think this is fucking weird as shit and I don't trust his ass at all. There's a lot of people here that we've seen so far. Every single one of them has wanted that. Fuck no.
So Sasha will ask him in Goblin, "Can you understand me?"
Of course.
Excellent.
and we know he speaks Celestial as well.
Yes, I speak all languages.
You
So if
are
you-
very, very knowledgeable. And if I could help you, I would call you a friend.
That's good. So, he says, and he claps his hands together as if bringing the conversation to a close and stands
Yep.
up. And he says, how about you get me that dress and we can move this plan forward?
Very well. I have all the measurements that I might need. What I will ask is there an actual date selected for the wedding?
Says,
For
no, I have
the
not
event.
yet presented this plan to, and he gestured.
May I
the
ask
east.
you, if we cannot get this dress within 1 week, can you hold your hand
No,
on
he's
the
already
sun?
given his word.
No, but knowing that we are actively trying to find this, we may have to find people that can leave this realm to find a seamstress elsewhere. But we will give you our word that we will get this dress.
Shit was there.
I'm not giving this guy shit. I mean, I'm also not there.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole thing,
Uttering
by
a-
the way, Fallon
But
has
Cora and
gone,
I are
like,
like, yeah, we got this.
Uttering a threat is not giving my word. So,
Oh.
yes, I will hold my hand.
We will endeavor to get this within the week.
But in the event that those who go beyond the veil and come back do not arrive in time, just know that we are having this underworks. You have not been forgotten.
Ask him if
He is hesitant. If I say you can have more time and I just let it go indefinitely.
It will not be indefinite.
That is not what we are asking. We are saying we will find this. The problem is that the craftsmen of Barovia are not necessarily like they may not have access to lace. They may not have access.
He chuckles. It's like, no, of course they don't have
So
access to lace.
so we need to be able to find either a master craftsman who can create it themselves off of a description, or we need to find someone who already has a lace dress, or we need to find get the Vistani to leave and go to a place such as Waterdeep to acquire such a thing. Now, if we do that, as much as we may push the Vistani to be as quick as possible, we don't know how long it will take a Waterdeep craftsman to create the perfect dress. I mean, if you're doing this truly to impress Strahd and to get him to be more lenient upon the people of this land, a little extra time in order to make a perfected presentation, I do not think is a poor choice when Strahd is involved.
No, of course it's not. But provided you are worthy of your word, which I have no proof. I will hold my hand when a week comes. But in a week.
Stole his.
In a
As
week.
a,
We're so
Fallon.
trustworthy.
Yeah,
Corin
or as a
doesn't know
fellow-
that.
as a-
yeah.
To be
neither
fair,
does-
nobody
neither
knows that
does-
except for Fallon and Shabaka, who are like
Exactly.
now outside fucking running away with that thing.
as a
In a
fellow
week.
follower of
in a
the
week.
Morning Lord. You have my word.
I will be patient. But don't count on my patience forever.
That's not what we're asking for. We are just asking that you be aware that it may require someone to leave this area in order to find the perfect dress that you need.
It
But
may.
but it's one of those things that you can. I mean, we could have left this to the burgomaster and his wife as you charged them with this task. But we realize in our brief travels among these lands that this scope is probably well beyond their means, and even though they would like to do everything they can to save their son, who was taken from them much too early, they will be at a loss. We need to help, and we have helped people in this land, and we have done it for nothing more than to help people. We have rarely asked for reward. It is more genuine help.
And for this reason, in 7 days' time, I will not lift my hand.
But an
I
eight.
Don't
appreciate
take
that.
too much longer.
That is fair. That
So is there
fair.
any
If
further
I
we can
ever
get out
come
of
to
this
think you
conversation,
have
or are
double
we done?
crossed me, or you are not going to deliver,
Of course. We can even say that within 7 days we will come back to you and report to you upon where we are at. This is not a we're going to run off. We're not that type of people.
And
very well.
Yes.
When can you be back here?
We will be back in 7 days to give you a update
Update.
on whether we have it. Hopefully we have it in 7 days. We just want to make sure that nothing hasty happens that is because of things out of control. We're no means going to delay this any longer than needs to be done.
You are speaking like people who are not going to have it in 7 days.
Oh,
He's hedging.
we've managed to acquire a great many things, and I'm just
Yeah.
worried about this one particular. But we will find it. I promise you, we will find it.
Very well.
I do have a
If you
question.
will.
Oh.
If you will
Please.
take responsibility for this, I will give you 2 weeks, and maybe even an
shit.
extension on that. The exchange is this: Ilya is safe, and in exchange, if you fail, I will take one of you.
Don't love it, but whatever.
Agreed.
Jesus.
Will you choose when it comes to time? Because I don't think we'll actually get that far.
Very good.
Let's not worry.
Maybe this all works out well.
Maybe
In
we
the
will be back in
meantime,
a week or sooner.
Man, that plan
Vasilka?
sucks.
Vasilka?
Fallon and I can't do
Yes,
nothing
yes.
about it.
She's still standing in front of you with her arms out to her sides and hasn't
You can
moved
lower
since
your
the
hands.
measurements.
I'm done.
Thank you.
Do you play any music?
I do, she says. Do you have an instrument?
I do. And Cora will pull the golden lyre out that's from Esmeralda.
Mm.
I
I have
do
been
not
well trained
know.
in music.
Have you?
Yes. She
I'm-
looks at
okay.
the abbot who for approval, and he nods back at her, and she nods back at you.
As a gift for your wedding, I'd like to bestow this onto you. Premature, perhaps, but maybe you'd like to play this one. And gives her
Thank
the
you so
golden
much.
lyre.
You should come back and visit us when we are settled. This is a wonderful wedding gift.
I will.
I would stake everything on
I'd
it.
like
And
to see that you are happy.
And she smiles. A big smile goes across her face, and she nods at you. And then she sits and begins to play it. And she's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
She's pretty good.
She's pretty good.
Is it
Good for
accompanying
her.
the cello music from above fairly well?
Yes, with the music from above, she doesn't play like a completely separate song. She does weave the music into the
That
viola
actually
from
takes
above.
skill. That takes skill.
Yep. Yes, I was trained in jazz improv. Yeah.
She's
trained
good
in
at playing
freeform
grandpa's
jazz.
guitars.
So while they have this entire conversation, Fallon has just wandered off to around the corner to meet up with Shabaka, and then if nothing stops them, they're gonna leave with the sword.
So
Get the fuck
outside the
out.
window, you guys
There's a
make
big
it out
tree
there.
there.
When you're kind of walking away from the window, the
Well, we're
what's
gonna
her
put
name? The gate, who is right there, is totally staring at you.
Dropped something.
She doesn't say anything. She doesn't make any move, but she's just watching you. And the window is completely hidden by this tree. So whatever happened at the window, all that stuff, she didn't see it at all.
It is
But you
pretty
guys are kind of
suspicious.
acting a little
If
sus
a
right
dude
now.
that didn't come in with them.
Oh, did you
appears-
turn back?
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Oh.
I guess I didn't say anything, so I could still be there in spider form if you want. But I figured I would have figured that I was gonna have to get the
Sword out of the way.
get the sword and get out. So I would have turned back to myself and then put the sword in my belt and then transformed into a I can't do any
Water buffalo.
birds. What can I do?
But what?
No, you don't want to do a bird.
No.
Like in a
I guess
spear.
I'll go back into a spider form. So now it's in me and no one can see it.
Anyway, so Fallon will come around the corner
In
and pick
you.
you up as a spider,
Yeah.
and then
Ew.
get
That
the
just
fuck
sounds
out.
so wrong,
Yep.
dude.
I really hate that, but
Yeah, all the equipment transforms with the person, so if I
You're
put
the
it in my
fifth
belt
element diva.
yeah, so now it's gone and not seeable.
It's in me.
yeah.
Cool.
So Fallon picks up the spider and bounces, chill, casual is all.
Fucking
So
weirdos. I
yes,
love you.
so that all goes to plan, but for a lot of it, during some of the nobody sees anything incriminating.
Excellent.
Nobody sees the sword come out the window. Nobody sees the sword vanish into a spider. Whatever reason. But
Vanish
there
into
are
a
people
spider.
in weird places walking around windows on the outside of buildings, and that's kind of sus. And
Well, actually,
well, she doesn't have anything to go with. She is just sitting there watching you. So you get the impression that after you guys leave, if she were asked, probably she would report some suspicious activity.
hang on before so
Once I pick wait, hold on.
hang on a
Once I
sec.
pick up Shabaka. Oh yeah?
You don't need to come around to that spot because by the time you had left, I would have already transformed back, taken the sword, transformed back to spider, and crawled along the wall. And so I would be somewhere, I don't know about here, because I'm going to come around back to where you guys are. So I'd be somewhere along here by the time you come out, and then you would see
I didn't
me,
leave right away.
and then you would just go over to the wall and pick up a spider.
It's my
'Cause
fucking
everybody
pet
picks up
spider, dude.
spiders.
I don't know.
Or I could just crawl along the ground while you just sort of hang out and have a smoke and And I just crawl up your
A
back.
smoke.
Have a smoke.
Whatever.
Have a smoke.
I mean, there's worse here, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's the
Okay.
least thing around here.
This can be avoided then. Fair.
We're
Okay.
really good at Shabaka and Fallon are weirdly good at this, okay? You don't need to find out why.
Life of crime, high five. Yep.
Yeah,
But I'm not. I'm lawful.
you were.
I don't fucking believe that.
I don't believe that. No.
I don't
I
believe it
was
either.
until I saw what was going on in this place.
Mm.
There's some
Alignment
suspicion that
change.
might actually be earlier than that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So
I didn't
Fallon
say
and
I was
Shabaka
good. I just said I was lawful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you.
I don't-
I would believe you were good before I believed you were lawful.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
only
me too.
things I ever said was we shouldn't just take people's property, remember? But once they're dead, then it's okay to take it because they don't need
Okay,
it,
well, we
right?
definitely just stole that. But anyway, we
This
waltzed
is the
out of
first
there
time
like
he's actually
nothing's
stolen
happened
something.
and walked down the fucking path.
He doesn't feel
Okay.
good about it.
And before I leave, I'll ask the abbot to join me in a quick prayer.
Oh,
For the Morning Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, he seems to take that as an invitation to lead that prayer,
Yeah.
and
Very well.
he is rather eloquent,
Okay.
well practiced on this regard, and yeah, you get the impression afterward is like, wow, that guy really knows his prayers.
This guy is a true believer.
Yep. And actually, Ramses knows a number of religions, not just his own. So
He's a
probably
Cool,
professional
yeah, there you go.
prayer.
Able
be
to
like, yes.
participate.
Oh, they'll. Yep, for sure.
Cool. Let's wrap up the Abbey. Nothing else to do here. You guys wander out and regroup outside.
Well, once Fallon and Shabaka are a decent distance from the Abbey, I want to fucking look at that sword.
Let us do that.
And yeah, once we're clearly out of
Okay.
earshot and also out of sight distance, so someone can't read lips and stuff like that, Sasha will ask everybody, "Are you familiar with the concept of an unreliable narrator?" He is a fervent believer, but he could be crazy himself.
Oh, yeah. Could be.
Oh, I don't trust shit. Sorry, I'm not there, but I definitely don't trust
Okay,
him.
so I don't think we would feel safe, or I'm not going to transform back until we are back at the other house where our cart is.
Yep.
So you'll have to wait that long to get to look at
Fine.
the thing, because I don't want anyone from this. There's people looking out from the walls and stuff, because I've already went
of
up there
course.
and saw what's going on. So yeah, so we get back to the cart or to the house.
So
Okay.
we go all the way back to the Burgomaster's.
Yeah, but we'll get there first because I want to have a little conversation with Fallon. So I transform back and I go, "Oh, did we just rob that guy?"
Eh.
You
I
mean
wouldn't
we,
consider it. I wouldn't consider it robbing.
I mean, this obviously belonged to him, and we
Borrowed
took it without
permanently.
his permission.
Well, arguably, maybe it belonged to the Bellevues.
That's the people who were horribly
or
transfigured.
the original saint that was
Yes.
there, Saint Markovia.
Yeah, or it belonged to Saint Markovia. That's also true. Yep. Yes, thank you, voice. That is definitely not in my head.
It was in your head, totally in your head.
Oh,
It was.
what?
Yo,
Wait,
that's
what?
As a
fucking
matter of fact,
cool.
it was the
Holy
angel
shit.
on your shoulder.
We got a lightsaber.
You got a Sunsword.
Yo, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, it is legitimately like as you're looking at it, it's like, what? This is only part of a sword. It's only
Yeah.
the hilt.
We thought it was a
Very
rapier,
similar.
but actually it had no blade.
That's why
So
you're
we
able to
have a
steal
hilt?
it. Otherwise, it'd be too long.
Oh, it's just a
It
broken sword.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
it looks very much like the hilt of a rapier.
It looks like this. Let me hold on. Let's see. Does he have a rapier? Or is he? Yeah.
I mean, that
And
picture
it
doesn't.
requires
but-
attunement.
He holds it next to his. Sasha will pull out his moon blade, his rapier, and says, "It's interesting. Look at this. It's similar."
Oh, it's his brother's. Okay, so it belonged to Sergei. He's dead,
Oh.
so it's fair game.
I don't have
I
that.
didn't
Why don't
realize.
have
I didn't
that?
realize there was plot
Let's-
in
Yeah.
this
let's
title.
Scroll
Okay.
down. Oh, there we go.
This is fucking dope.
Oh, it has a three.
And they
It
really
does.
just revealed all that plot in there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't read it yet, so if I'm not supposed to, I won't.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You
I've
guys
already read
get
it
to
all.
get
Wow.
back to town, and then you do some history work in a library that just appeared.
Yep, 100%.
and,
Whoa. Whoa.
And the
But yes,
sword's name is
the-
Bill.
Right. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
that's dope.
That is awesome.
Sentient. Ooh.
The hilt is sentient.
Yep.
I love that. That's fucking wild.
Okay. It's kind of good though,
Also,
so that's great.
why does it have insane its stats are so good? Intelligence of 11, a wisdom of 17, and a charisma of
It's-
16.
hey,
Okay.
Smarter than all of us.
Canonically,
Mhm.
this sword is smarter than the rest of us.
I was gonna
This
say.
is
And the
true.
whole party, yeah.
We all have a 10 intelligence or lower.
I think someone
Yeah,
has a
it also,
12.
to be fair, it has a higher intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. It has a higher of all of those than Fallon.
I hope
Remember,
it doesn't
like,
figure
in
that
the-
out. Otherwise, it's going to start lecturing you guys.
Yeah, remember
I have a higher
AD&D
wisdom than it.
when intelligent weapons had egos as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's very fun.
I really want this sword to meet my sword.
Right.
Please. They're both hilts. They're both hilts.
Yep.
Until Cor needs
Try
it.
to fucking hook your sword up.
Please. I want them to love each other now.
Good grief.
Oh, dumb.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Cora the matchmaker.
Bright
Cora-
light.
It's like an
The
The light
sun
is
sword
sunlight.
and I
Its
know.
light is sunlight. Holy crap.
So yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to go to the Abbey before we left. I really fucking
Yeah,
wanted to
we
find this
needed
sword.
this.
Oh, I didn't
knew it
even
was in there.
process That. I didn't even
I knew it was
Okay.
in there, and I was like,
So,
I was hoping it was there, but I would just it almost felt too easy.
yeah.
it did, but I was very excited.
That
Oh, yeah.
could have gone to combat a couple times.
Yeah.
You guys said some
definitely could've.
did some weird stuff, and Cora was like
Totally.
genuinely being like, "Yeah, let's help this girl out. Let's girlies help girlies."
Really so girly.
Yeah, let's get you sized up for a dress. Here you go.
Mhm.
Twirl this way. Hold your arms out.
Look, she manipulates men. She loves women. Women could do no wrong.
So valid.
Man, what's that say about the rest of us in the party?
I don't know. It's pretty much the same with me, actually.
yeah, really.
Right?
Girlies can do no wrong.
So
You just committed a crime.
what oh yeah, I was talking to Fallon. So I transform back, you get the blade, and let's just say you attune to it, I guess.
Well, that's gonna take. That's not immediate. We're just examining
But
it.
how about
looking
we
at it.
jump ahead then when you do that, so that because then you'll know this information about how it works.
Well,
Or do
We're
we
going to take a
wanna-
break in a few minutes anyway, so there's no problem in you guys finding a place to take a short rest.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I was more of a. Am I going to attune to it, or is Sasha going to attune to it? Because either of us could definitely do it.
You should do it.
Me?
Yeah, because you're the one who's going to be fighting with Blade.
Yeah, you're the one who
She
turns
does
into a
magic and
walking
stuff, so
Cuisinart.
it's really you.
Sorry, what did you say?
You're the walking Cuisinart.
Yeah.
It definitely
Okay.
should go to you.
That sounds like a thing from Dune, but it's not. It's a kitchen equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I know what Cuisinart is.
Hey, that means our swords can romance each other.
Oh jeez.
That's
So I envision
iconic.
an approach where
Yeah, she already
Sasha
has a
would
talking
probably like do a
Fallon's-
bless.
Fallon's gonna
and
be
in
like, oh
combination
great.
with that spell with that sword in your possession, that would be pretty effective against Strahd.
The funny thing's gonna be is Fallon and Cora's sword are gonna get together, but Cora's still gonna be talking to Isaac, and Fallon's gonna be like, really?
Yeah.
Even you?
The sword will be chastising you.
This is
Chastising
how
the
you
sword.
romance.
Your sword is gonna get jealous.
Samaya
I
and
think.
Sunny. Samaya and Sunny.
Oh, no,
Maya
I
and
can
Sunny.
see the memes now.
Oh dear. I see a Bollywood movie.
Yeah.
So I just want to still have that scene with Fallon.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we all right, so we don't know if it was really his sword. But I'm like hoping that this is the sword that we heard from our vision.
I mean, probably. It was
And then-
hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint.
Let's assume you tune to it and you light it up.
I am your
What the
father.
fuck? That's Falch. What the fuck?
It's
Oh my
it's super
God.
bright. Like when you look, just making eye contact with it, it is like difficult. It's such a bright light in your eyes.
That is like sunlight.
Indeed.
Yeah.
This is a sun sword.
And like, it's the
Yeah.
opposite of this sword. And he holds out his moon sword. Which is nowhere near as bright.
What's your feelings on this, Fallon? Is this
Confusion mostly. Like there's a lot going on with this sword.
Does the sword talk to her?
not right
Oh
away,
God.
Okay.
but it does like with the light, it's like humming in your hand. You can feel the blade vibrating.
So she's confused, but she's also vaguely like mesmerized. The vibrations of it is very curious to her. She's very intrigued by this thing.
The sword makes passive aggressive grunts.
Bro.
And she'll definitely like swing it a couple times to test its like weight and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. Like not having the weight of a blade. Like a rapier is already a pretty agile weapon, but like the blade on this one has like no weight at all. So like moving the point of it from one target to another, or one place on a target to another, has never been so smooth. Yeah, this feels really good.
Cool.
So I guess
Yeah,
that was worth it then.
Oh yeah. I mean, it
Okay.
was part of our
I'm just feeling a
death
little
card
guilty.
thing.
Just feeling a little guilty.
I mean,
Taking
you saw
people's stuff.
everything there, right?
I was whacked.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel that guilty. 'Cause
I feel like we should have, like, I don't know. I didn't hear a lot of the conversation that those guys had when they sat down at the table. Or maybe I
Assuming you
did.
got
I
filled
mean,
in.
I didn't either. Neither of us
But,
heard that shit.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
feel like we should have told him that it was Strahd who was Holtz.
I mean, we don't technically know that. We just know that he wrote that letter.
But that's
But I mean, he could have pretended to be the guy to write to Madame Wachter because he pretended to be the Burgomaster to write the letter to get us in.
Have we ever seen Strahd take another form of another person?
You have not.
Okay.
He just the misty form and that was it, pretty much.
I hate that bitch.
So
Full offense. I hate that bitch.
So what did you guys end up promising to that guy?
Oh, that if we don't get it within 2 weeks, he might kill one of us. But I'm not too worried about that.
So do you think if
Listen.
within 2 weeks we kill Strahd, do you think that will be enough for him? Because then she won't need to get married. So.
Well, it'd be hard to say. He might have considered this an oath.
But if there's
Well,
no one for her
no,
to marry, then
if-
she doesn't need a dress.
If she's marrying Strahd,
and Strahd
then
is
feels
destroyed.
like-
Strahd is no longer. But regardless, I mean, I don't like Strahd. Strahd is
We're gonna
still
kill Strahd in 2
he is not
weeks.
someone we're just going to be able to destroy like that.
Look at the
Regardless of
sword.
the items.
Ramses,
Yes, I
look
know.
at the sword. It's made of sunlight. That is his
I know.
one weakness that we can't find in this land. It's made of sunlight.
Actually, the amulet that I have also will cause sunlight.
Yeah, but this one's like a weapon that Fallon can
But
wield.
but he's so much more than that. How many people in this group has he
I don't.
already gone and possessed the mind of?
Oh
So
yeah, it
regardless
sucks.
if you're holding a sun sword in your hand, and he controls you to do something else with that sun sword, right? He is a powerful being, and we cannot just assume that we're going to be able to
Well,
Okay,
walk up and take him
so
out with our power.
maybe
Ramses,
Fallon
if
should
it
have the
helps-
mind shielding amulet. Then.
We don't,
But-
Fallon, Ramses, if
Yes.
it helps, I don't think we're gonna kill Strahd in 2 weeks.
I don't either, and so I think
So-
we should still focus on at least doing this, if not for the
The dress is a
burger
waste of
master.
time.
Oh, a child's life is never a waste of time.
Yeah,
No, but
I
he
wouldn't.
won't kill him if we destroy Strahd.
Well,
I think
do not know that
defeating
for
Strahd
certain.
is the most
Chewbacca.
important thing.
Chewbacca, think about the dress as a plan B.
I mean, I suppose if we could talk to the Vistani in Valaki and then tell them, see if they can take care of it, and then that's all we have to do, then sure. But if we have to go travel somewhere to do this, it's wasting our time. I think we are getting equipped now to deal with him.
yeah. So I just want to remind you, Shabaka, as passionate about this as you are, and I don't like on any given day, if we weren't here, I would agree with you. But what happened, if you don't mind, indulging me? What happened the last time we encountered Strahd?
It was bad.
Yes, but we didn't have that.
But
That's
it
not
didn't
gonna
matter.
change anything, bro.
It
Caught
didn't
us
matter at all.
unawares, and he killed Filbert.
No. Actually, we just met him recently, and
And he possessed me. It
he
sucked.
managed
I'm not
to possess.
just saying
Not only
that.
did he manage to possess Fallon, but Cora, you backed her instantly. So we have to understand that he is so manipulative, that he just has that power over people, that we just have to be very cautious, and whether or not we have the sword, the amulet, the ring of mind shielding, like all of the things that we have, they are things, and he does not play. It is not like a fair fight. We think, oh well, we'll just go up and get him, but he's going to come at us from the mist, from the fog, from the darkness, from the wolves, from
that's
everything.
exactly why I think we need to get to it sooner rather than later and stop wasting time, because who else is going to get hurt while we go explore other avenues? He's already hurt so many people. The poor family with the inn. He's going to hurt somebody else, and we need to stop him sooner.
Do you
Chewbacca.
not think that it would be better to build allies, so it is not just the 5 of us doing this?
What, this crazy guy
That makes sense.
who's like mutilating
Who's
these people?
over 100 years old and probably still more powerful than we? Yes,
He
you're
just
right.
like brought that kid back to life. I mean, I have a lot of follow-up questions about this guy, but
Yeah.
I mean, Shabaka, think of it this way.
Is
if
he
we
going to
try and
help us
fight
if he
him-
finds out that we took his sword?
Don't worry about that.
Wait,
if we
you
if
took
we
this from him?
We'll find out when
Ah.
it gets stuck in his chest.
sort of
Maybe. We had permission.
kind of.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, where did
Well-
that come from? Yeah.
You
Well,
could talk
no,
to
Shabaka,
the thing.
if we attack them, if we attack Strahd recklessly, which I know is kind of my thing, but if we attack Strahd recklessly with
I don't
and
intend
he
to attack
kills
him
us,
recklessly. I think we
and
need
he
to make a
kills
plan
us,
and
then
do it.
And he kills us?
more
What
and
was that?
more
Thanks for
people
the
are
raid.
then more people are going to be injured than if we wait and take our time.
That's
It
true.
does seem like something you get one shot at.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't really have more than one chance. We need to be as prepared as we can be.
Yeah. I mean, what else do we have that we need to fight him?
Let's look at the threads page.
I was about to say, let's look at that fucking tarot card thing that I was reading to make sure
There's a
that I'd
tarot
actually
card
remembered
too,
it
yep.
correctly.
Well, the tarot card, we're
Ancient
missing
knowledge.
We still haven't gone deep in the mountains. I don't know what that is.
We got these.
I thought
We
the
found
I've
the
mountains
heard
staunch
was
somebody
ally.
speculated that was the Amber Temple. I believe it was the leader of the Vistani who also wants a mission to the Amber Temple. Maybe he was being trying to get you into his mission, but it seems consistent.
Well,
Yeah,
that one we
maybe-
To the
haven't even
south.
fucking gotten close to, so.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
the
we
part
should
I
do that
thought.
one.
Actually,
I guess.
of all of these, there's only one that we haven't done, and that's Balance, which is he waits
Well-
at the end of a long, winding road deep in the mountains.
Yep.
All the rest of
Arguably
them we've done.
Filberts, but yeah.
No, Filberts is where we're going to find him at the end, I think.
Exactly, we haven't done it,
It's
but
Yeah,
in
like
the
the heart
castle.
of the
last
castle.
one.
Yeah.
It's the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we haven't done the one I pulled.
Sorry, the one you pulled. The
The God,
Mountains.
the winding road mountain.
yeah, I thought yeah, that's right.
So
We've got a
there's
lot of side quests we still need to.
you don't need to get you don't need to do anything you don't feel you need to do. Like there are side
but-
quests available there, but like
Yeah, but
Okay, Duke.
there's
Ryan.
there's
You
also
go right
no
to that
guarantee
road.
that any of these are like still possible. Like they might be, but like there's
upsetting.
look at them each and figure out if you want to work on them or not.
We
We
need to
have-
ask ourselves if we know enough about Strahd to make
Oh,
a
those
run
are
at
awesome.
them now. If not, then let's kind of learn more.
We have the Mardukov gems with the druids
Yep.
and stuff like that. We got Mad Mary's daughter. There's no leads on that. Casimir Velikov sent his Dusk Elves about to find the followers of Anubis.
Yep.
And that was like almost a week ago, and is kind of coming up that you guys could check on how they were going.
It's funny
Um,
because Ramses is less interested in that now than before
Yeah.
because
Sarah,
of
there's a lot going on.
well, it's not that there's a lot going on, but after oh, why am I forgetting her name? Who is
Doctor?
von Richten's is
Oh,
Isabel?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. After Esmeralda, and seeing what Strahd, because Strahd obviously put this in play for Fallon to go and get vengeance, and it's like he is simply playing us, and the only reason the other worshippers of Osiris are here is because he's trying to play me, and I am done with his games.
Yeah, me too. Let's
So I am. If we do not
get the
meet,
last thing and then get on it.
yep, if
He
we do
seems to
not
be-
meet
he
my
needs to be
apparent brother,
exterminated.
I am fine. He is not in my memory, and he is not my brother. He is something that Strahd is staging, as he has done for everyone. And yeah, I think we go to the mountains, we find our last lead, and we do try to find the dress. I honestly think that I would rather have the saint on our side than against us. We know
Yeah.
he's anti-Strahd, but
Yeah.
the last thing we want him to be is anti-us.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I feel like he's a bit of a problem because we've taken this sword without asking, and he's still got that ridiculous
Well,
plan of
we
making
didn't.
a bride. Well,
Yeah,
but-
no, I'll take that one.
but yeah, I didn't plan to do that, but I was just scouting.
No,
and
no,
then-
I'll take responsibility for that.
But now that we have it, it's too good to. We can't just give it back.
No, and that is fine. We need every advantage we can get against Strahd, but we're not. I as much as I would love to go fight him today, and I feel like we would stand an excellent chance one-on-one with Strahd if that was the setting. But we know that according to the tarot, if they're to be true, and unfortunately, we've got 3 of 5. So I cannot contest the validity of the tarot.
Yeah, I have no
Which I
problem
just
with
got
that.
So,
really
if that's
excited
the
moving
case-
over to the completed section. I got really
Right?
psyched about that.
If that's the case, then we know that we are going to meet Strahd in his castle. And
Yes.
for any of us to think that Strahd will be the only person in his castle,
No, I don't think that.
we will not be fighting Strahd one-on-one.
Yes, and I don't think I'm not suggesting doing that. I think let's just get the whole let's just hurry up and get these last few things and then get to the point where we can do that. Because the longer we wait,
quick
the more
question on context, really
these
quick.
things might blow
we
up
can
in our
move the-
faces.
Wait, bringing wine to Kresk one over too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just
Ooh.
looking at this stuff that we have.
A quick question on
Mhm.
something really quick. How did you bring up the fact that you had possession of the sword to the rest of the party? You just go, hey,
The fact
guys,
that
look what
they're
I got.
waving it around.
Well, yeah. So yeah, they were waving it around, and then they basically said they stole it, and then Cora went, "You stole it?"
Yeah.
Hey, everybody,
Gotcha.
check what we've found.
I've got a lightsaber.
Yeah, like we took it.
Where
They
did
said
you
that they
get
took it from the Abbey, and then Cora went, "You took that from the Abbey?" Like, oh, and then Cora went quiet.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
for
Sasha
slicing.
looked aghast.
It's for slicing vegetables and cooking them at the same time.
So I have a couple things I want to real quick. Sasha, should do you want the +1 rapier that I have? I don't know what your moon touched sword thingy is, but I have this sitting here now. So
Well, sure, I could use that.
okay.
I also have a magic axe. Would someone
Oh,
be?
sick.
Would you like to have that?
Nope. I don't think any of us. I think you and me are the only two that really use weapons,
Really?
And I have Samaya.
and sometimes Cora, but she
Well,
has her sword.
Hers is named. You don't
Yes.
get rid of a named weapon like that, you know.
No. I have Earth Shifter as well, and I don't often have to use it, but occasionally I will.
Let me see here. I'm checking my combat style, dueling. So he's best off
Dueling is
with
a
one
fucking
weapon.
great concept. Yep.
So we can. Sorry, just looking at the notion stuff. There was 3 things in active, and pretty much all of them can move over. 'Cause
Sweet.
We've talked
Yeah.
to Isaac, we've talked to
Well, we're
Dimitri,
still
and we've
not-
talked to the
Yeah,
Abbey.
that's true. Anyway,
Yeah,
I was
you've
looking at our.
completely taken over responsibility from Ilya, so that one is done. Ilya
Yeah.
is safe.
Yeah, Ilya's safe.
And if anything happens, he comes after one of you instead.
Yeah, that's
So,
fine. Oh,
success.
instead, that's even better. Okay,
Yep. Yeah. Instead.
I feel much better about that.
And
We had to
investigate
the
the Abbey. You've got that.
It sucked.
Is that
That's
how
what I
that
learned.
went? It was like he won't take
Yes.
the child now. He'll take
Yep.
one of us.
That's what he said. He
Yep.
said that
Oh.
the child is safe.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm much happier about that.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Me
that was
as
in
well.
addition to. So yeah, that's
I also did.
That's good.
Think that it was an addition to.
great.
Okay. So
No.
Isaac's
is
still
not.
a going concern.
Isaac is still a going concern. Is a very good.
Did he wait for
point.
us or did he leave?
Yep. No, he waited.
Okay.
Oh sweet.
I guess we should get going back to Valaki then.
Yes. Hold on real quick though. Okay, so we know that we're going to be. Sorry, I clicked on something.
Let's assume we're
I know
eating
that we're gonna be
breakfast
going-
while we do this. Because we
Yeah.
didn't have breakfast.
Or we've started traveling.
Most important
So we
meal
are
of the day.
going to go to the Amber Temple. That's something we are definitely going to do. So that one we can definitely are going to be doing. Mad
So-
Mage of Mount Baratok. No fucking idea. That is so vague.
So why don't we do the Amber?
Probably never gonna happen.
Why don't we go to Valaki and see if we can get some Vistani to look for
Hold
a
on.
dress for us, and then go to
And
the
we
Amber
talked
Temple.
to the burgomaster's wife.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that too.
But hold
So
on.
there's the
'cause-
two. Yeah, sorry. There's a lot of talking going on, but there's the two angles in or near Valaki for dresses. One is the Vistani, who might have a dress, there is the Vistani who can send people for a dress, and then
Yeah.
there's the Burgomaster's wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so why don't we go there and do that? And then we can also, then after that, go to the Amber Temple.
Well,
Because
so
we
what
know
I
where
was going
that
to say was
is.
the other things that I was relatively interested in seeing if we could accomplish was the Mardukov gems.
Isn't that in the same direction
Um,
as the Amber Temple?
Where can we have the
Part
big
of it.
map? Can we
Yep.
see where a couple things are?
Yep.
Because yeah, it'd be interesting to know where the Amber Temple is. It would be interesting to know where the other Mardukov property is if it's in the same area.
not Mardukov,
Or
Voctor.
Voctor.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Yeah, Voctor property is. I'll just make a pen mark.
5 minutes from where we are
So-
right now.
Amber
No,
Temple
it
is
is
somewhere in
not
here, right?
wrong color. That's not a
Yeah.
good color. No, the Amber
Um,
Temple is way down south.
Yeah, I'm clicking
And I
down
also
here.
would like to
There's like a
at
bit
least a
poorly
little.
scrawled W where the Voctor House
Yeah,
property
okay, I
is.
see it.
It's not near
Okay.
any road.
Sorry,
That's
where
why
is
it
it?
has little value.
Oh, there. Okay,
Middle of the map.
Yeah.
Yep.
middle of the map. Yeah.
The Amber Temple is here.
Middle of the map?
Yeah.
Oh, I
The
see.
Voctor.
Where did you indicate?
This is right.
Oh, there. I see it.
The
All right.
Amber Temple down way down south.
Okay.
There's a long
then-
road that goes down
And,
there.
and isn't the
And then where's the druids?
The druids
and
are over
the,
here, to the left?
Druids are there, and then the ruins of the town of Beres
Yeah.
are over here.
Or here, right?
This?
Oh, that's actually not far from the.
But
Oh,
that's
that's right near
Argon
Walker.
Vostholt. That's something else.
This is what?
Argon
This is-
Vostholt, the Silver Dragon's
Oh,
I guess we should look at that at some
Castle.
point.
That's too
Anyway,
big.
okay.
I'm.
We don't know much about
I
that.
You don't have any reason to go there right now, so do or don't.
Except that it's on the way
Um,
to this one.
It is on the way. We might as well. I will say I do kind of want to at least ask a little bit around because I'm very curious about what happened to Udo Lukovic, who disappeared from the stocks.
Well, I was
We
thinking
haven't
we could ask
Really
Isaac
looked
that.
into that too much.
He might know,
Oh, that's true.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Isaac
that
is
was
actually a
part of my
great
next
person to
thing.
ask
Hey,
about.
Isaac.
As we traveled, I was going to ask him that.
What happened to that guy?
What's up with that? People disappearing out of stocks. Don't love it.
Oh, he's fine. I took him into the Burgomaster's house and locked him in the closet.
How long
At the
ago?
Burgomaster's request. It's not my idea, he says,
Oh.
like somewhat defensively.
Wait, like for real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounded like a joke.
Does the
Why?
Burgermaster asked you to do that before?
Oh yeah, he's got like a room in there that's all set up for that.
And
And
have
what
you ever
happens to
seen the
them?
people that have gone there again?
Yeah, they come out. They're much better behaved, actually.
Okay, I hate that. I hate that with so much of my being. Ugh, creepy. Unpleasant, horrible, just the worst.
All right.
Well, we should probably check that out, because yikes.
Do they have
Yikes.
just a large behavioral change afterwards? More pleasant?
Now you'd be surprised what a few days in the dark will do.
No, I hate
I would
that.
say you would start to hallucinate. That's what happened to me.
Some people do. Yep. And he
Oh,
like
boy.
for some people
hate
he
that.
starts to kind of like go off. He's like kind of like not exactly bragging, but he seems kind of proud of this. And he gets
'Cause he
halfway
knows
through
and
the
we don't.
sentence, and then he like starts to clam up a bit, but he feels like he has to finish the sentence. And then so the sentence itself that he starts with is like for some people it's more just screaming.
I hate that deeply.
Some people really do not like being alone for a long time. They're not used to it.
It was one of the Burgomaster's more effective techniques.
Are you suggesting that someone goes along inside them in that room, or is it just darkness?
Just darkness.
Mm-hmm.
That is frightening to some people. To be alone for so long and not be able to see, only to be able to feel your own skin and tear at it, perhaps. But
I used to not mind so much, but now that I actually have friends, it kind of sucks.
I could probably get used to it again.
It
I
sucks
probably
having
wouldn't
friends, or it
shoulder.
sucks from being alone. Yeah.
Yeah. For
now
a
that I
long
have
time,
friends,
I
it kind of sucks. Was the
didn't
line? Yeah.
didn't need any buddy.
Found tapped Shabaka on the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's okay, bro.
Your friend.
But then
There
I
was
was
one-
able to move around, so it kind of maybe would be. I guess that would be pretty bad.
I mean, I
There
don't
was-
fully believe that it's just a dark room because it sounds worse.
Yeah, it sounds a bit tortury.
The screaming's a lot.
Yeah.
When you
It's
say it is
Because they're
set up,
tied in an uncomfortable position.
I understand then. You've seen the inside of the room then,
Definitely suck.
Fucking hate that.
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a chair and rope,
Well,
perhaps.
wouldn't call it
But
a
I mean,
chair.
didn't oh god,
It's an Iron
didn't
Maiden,
Udo,
isn't it?
isn't the only thing Udo did raise concerns about the broken fence?
Yeah. The fence was
Yeah.
more important than the festival.
Yeah, I don't love that he's being tortured for that.
And we fixed the fence too, didn't we?
Yes,
We
I did
did.
fix the fence.
Yeah.
Or his princess magic.
Power.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys did. I'm pretty sure that's when I first went to Blinsky's.
Oh yeah.
It's not. He starts. It's not. I mean, to the burgomaster, it's not that the fence needed to be fixed. It's the attitude.
That
Yes, I
needed to
got
be
that. The
fixed.
last
Okay.
time I visited the burgomaster, I heard him mumble under his breath, "I don't
Oh.
feel like they're happy."
Is there a proper
typically
way
not.
to tell if there's something that needs to be done in town, like a suggestion box, or is the only way to say anything is to go to the burgomaster?
Suggestion box.
Quite frankly, if I saw something in town that needed to be fixed, I'd probably just fix it and not tell anyone. I
But
wouldn't
it's
say that
not.
telling anyone in authority is a good idea.
That's actually
But-
quite smart there, Isaac.
That's
If
actually
it's-
so
Yeah,
fucking
well, it also
funny.
leads to a lot of things not getting fixed.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Well,
Yes, if no one has the ability nor the prowess, then it likely will never be
Then
done.
there's no one to tell. No.
Well, if you see anything, Isaac, that
great.
just needs a little bit of mending, I wouldn't mind to stop by.
I too can help with that.
Thank you. I did hear about your work on the North Gate, he says, somewhat ashamedly.
I'm sure rumors go around. I'm not upset about anything like that. It's quite interesting to have foreigners come through and immediately fix your gate.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
So
let's get you back home.
Back to Strahd.
Cora's like, yeah, let's get you back home, being a little soft, and you're like, let's kill
I
this
feel
guy.
like I feel like we have some like pebbles problems and some big rock problems.
There was one more that is not on here that I just kind of typed in there in a placeholder, but is there any intention to move Irina to Kresk as there was a while ago, or
We
is that
said no
is that
because
done?
that place is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Kresk itself seems fine and stable because the people barely get out of the Abbey. The Abbey is messed up, and
But
if
it's
she
Yeah.
were dead,
it's self-contained.
somebody
It
might
doesn't.
take her parts to build
Well,
a
I
bigger,
mean, there is the
a different
body
body.
snatching, so it's not that self-contained.
Yeah, but the body
Um,
snatching is from graves. It's not
Yeah, it's
from
not from
living.
living.
And it might
people.
I know,
actually be
but
done now.
Yeah.
And it's
I
done.
guess.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we need to bring her there yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
But we won't
I think
discuss
there's
that
other
in front of
things we need
Isaac,
to figure
so-
out first. Yeah, no,
Right,
we're not
yeah,
going to talk
sure.
about Isaac.
I'm just going to assume during these sessions that you can find a place to have these conversations because
Yeah.
that'll make things go
Yeah.
smoother and faster.
So is the plan? How about this? Because we're running out of time tonight. Will we go to Valaki drop off Isaac, and then go to the. Do we want to go to the Hag, and then to the Amber, or we could go to the Hag? We could go to the Wachter because it's
We
not
need to
far.
talk to Valaki and do the rest stuff first.
Yep.
Yeah.
So send people for dress or
Oh, where's the
deal
where's the
dress.
Vistani? Where
They're
the
Vistani
basically on the Valaki map, so they're in the same
Okay.
basic location.
They're around
Right.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess we could go to the town, do that part, and then pick the next highest priority thing, which I think is the Amber. Is it the Amber or is it the mountain?
The Amber
they're
Temple is
both.
in the mountains.
Oh, so that might be the same thing.
That's the same thing. That's
Yeah.
the same thing.
But we
okay.
could stop at either the Hag or the Wachter estate or Wachter other property on the way to the Amber Castle.
Or back if we really want to. So
Cora has the deeds to those properties, so she's gonna make sure it's worthwhile before we make that venture.
Well, we have to
There's
pass it
nothing
anyway.
on the deed that gives you any indication of even if there's a building there.
Exactly.
You've got
Cora's pretty sure it's just
coordinates of
wilderness.
corners of a 5-pointed. It's basically a rectangle, but it does have 5 sides.
So
But it would
That
be
sounds
funny to
cult-like.
find out that there's a wedding dress there.
from this map. Oh yeah, wedding dress. So from this map, we could go here to this bridge. Like after leaving Valaki, we could go down the road to this ruin, right? And then we could water walk across this river, go to the Wachter property, and then go down to the Amber Temple.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
basically
might,
what I was saying.
yes, you could do that. But then you'd
Or
arrive at the Amber Temple
And then-
unrested.
which isn't great.
or I guess rest at the Wachter property if it's safe.
if it's a property.
Yep.
Not just another ruin.
So
What was this again? Is this a town?
No, it's a keep.
And there are people there, or is it abandoned?
No, Silver Dragon.
Abandoned. So there was
Abandoned.
like an order of knights to a silver dragon. The silver dragon's long dead,
Hmm.
or gone, or whatever. It's not around. But that's where the dragon used to hang out.
Okay. So that's pretty much good then. Alright.
So maybe we could just go straight to the Amber Temple and then check those other things out on the way back.
Yep. Can we make it from Valaki to the Amber Temple in a day?
A great question.
It looks like a long way.
It seems farther to go to.
Yeah, and the road is a bit more
Barovia.
treacherous as well, because there's a lot of mountaineering involved in it.
Ooh, I'm not
So
psyched
the
about
answer
camping.
to that is no.
Yeah. So I
There
think we're
is-
better off to stop halfway if we
There's
can.
this way.
There
I
is a
suppose.
bit there at the pass. Yeah, there's a bridge. There's some buildings there. I guess that you don't really know too much about that, so you'd have to wait until you talk to the.
Yeah, it
dust
looks like
elf,
there's
but
a path this way.
Yep.
Around and then up this hill to that. So I guess to get there we could go straight down this road on the side here. This might be an easier path.
that's the path to get to the Amber Temple right there.
Yeah. So go across this bridge rather than going.
I'm
overland.
gonna draw the path. If you want to go to the Amber Temple, this is the path you take.
Says Isaac, or somebody in town.
You guys have a map, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
We
see
have
if
the
we can
full
find
map of
this
the
out.
entire area. So.
This is a long but the easiest path to the Amber Temple.
Yeah, I think I can see it actually. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, it takes us right near the druids.
pretty close.
The druids are here, aren't they?
Not super close. The druids are over
oh
there.
yeah, they're over there. That's right. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong spot.
But it takes us near the witch.
About as near as the
Mark?
druids.
Yep. It's kind of between
Wait,
the
where's
two.
the witch?
You'd have to go through the forest to get to this one.
Wait, where's the witch?
Witch is right here.
Oh,
Yeah, right
yeah.
here.
Right.
Those ruins.
Then I have no idea.
How long does a water walk last?
Water walk?
Yeah.
Let me see. It lasts for spells. Water walk. It lasts for 1 hour.
That'd be 12 hexes. You could walk down the river.
So we could go on the way back from Amber Temple. We could go onto water here, get on a giant elk with water walk, and get up to this ruin in no time. Because I can go 60 feet as a giant elk. So that'd be double time.
Cool. So, I guess my question is, are you going to Valaki area and dealing with the dress first?
Yes.
We have to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the number one.
Then after that...
Then probably Amber Temple. Directly.
Okay.
If we
Cool.
don't get distracted by something else. Woo!
Yeah.
Right.
That happens in the town.
Is that a shiny object?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Isaac, don't... Ah, crap. Arena's right there. Okay, well, all the plans are derailed.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there she is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll work on that being the plan, and we'll pick it up next week.
Okay. I have a question for you, Jesse. Is there a picture of the abbot? I have a meme with him in mind.
Let's see.
I look forward to the memes,
Otherwise,
by the way.
unless
I
I
like
should
those.
just look it up, but I don't want to
Yeah,
like get
so do I.
spoilers on accident.
Yeah, I look forward to the memes.
Like if I could just get like the picture without the
Yeah,
entire
it's-
backstory of him.
Terrible picture, though.
They tend to be.
All
What's
these
his name
pictures are
again?
bad, right?
What's his name again?
The Abbot.
Did we get a name?
Just the
Yeah,
Abbot?
we didn't get a name.
Nobody's called him anything but.
Bro, that guy
Abbot.
fucking weirds me out. I do not trust him at all.
It's funny, he's probably the most trustworthy person of all.
There's no fucking way that's true. You're
don't
so
think-
incorrect
Look,
on that.
It's just that the standards are so low here.
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
you know.
No, there's definitely more trustworthy people than him.
He's the one
Oh,
person
trust
who,
that
if he
bitch.
gives his word, he's gonna keep it, right?
That's what
And-
he says.
And he's also one of the only people the entire time we've been here that has said, Strahd's a dick.
That's quite that's
That
quite fun.
definitely helped out.
Right? He's obviously not so terrified of Strahd. Like, you know.
Doesn't
No,
mean you
yeah.
have to
So
like it.
there's a great picture here of him and no, what's her name? And
Ahsoka?
but it's totally
Ahsoka.
like yes, that's the one. But it's totally like also just as messed up as all the other ones are.
Right, yeah.
Oh no.
So
He's
it's
supposed
like
to be hot. Don't do this to
right,
me.
yeah, this is totally not hot. And like it like she's got like scars all over and stuff like that. It's like that's not the point, right?
Yeah.
They missed the mark on the art in a lot of these. I'm sorry if you're
my
if you're
God.
watching and you're the artist that is responsible for this. I'm sorry for the criticism, but yeah.
I mean,
I'll
She's
just
like
toss this-
Sally
toss this
from
into Slack.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
oh, you've posted it? Let me look.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
that's-
that's awful.
Yeah, that's
She's
not how
made
he
her sound
dresses.
so pretty.
Yeah,
She's kinda-
neither of them are
I'm kinda
accurate. He's
into
supposed
it.
to be wearing like a monk robe, like a normal monk robe, but they've got him here all like super clerical.
He's
And-
wilding out, but I'm kind of
Yeah.
into her. I like it.
Yeah, she looks pretty cool.
See, if they were tattoos, I'd be into it. But like,
Yeah.
scars, it's like,
No, I mean, it's giving Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
But like extra goth. I like it.
Total
right,
goth.
fair.
The dress
Okay.
is cool.
Yep. He's way off though.
Yeah.
There
The
is
folded
these two
thing around his head, that
pictures.
looks really weird.
Yep. What's
Yeah.
the Cora?
This thing.
Oh yeah, that looked. I could see that.
That looks
Yeah.
so much better. Why
Yeah,
can't they do
let's
good
use
things
that.
like this?
Let's use
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'll do that for the meme.
Great.
instead. Otherwise, it looks so bad.
Yeah. Those are much
Yes.
closer to how the text refers to them. Like the text and the images are just don't match.
Cool.
She
They're
actually
going for like a
pulled her
horror
eyebrows.
look on the images and stuff like that. And I
Yeah,
get
they
that,
went
but,
for an
like,
art
it's
style
always
in the
fine.
game, so that's fine.
Okay. But yay! Memes.
Unfortunately, the background is much easier to remove on the wrong pictures and difficult to remove on the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I
It's
guess we're
awesome.
calling it a night there, so we know what we're doing
Mhm.
next time.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see how our plans derail next week.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see how long we spend
well
debating
done.
what we're gonna do, even though we decided what we were gonna do this week.
Right?
Immediately
Actually,
forgot.
when you guys have planned something deliberate in advance, it's usually stuck.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
if
well, I
like,
mean,
you've
we-
kind of like made some plans without resolving the previous day, something might come up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but we'd made plans this week and we still spent like way longer than we had any reason to talking about them.
We only
That's
went to the Abbey. That's all we did. We were gonna go back to
Yeah,
Valaki and do
last
all that
time
stuff.
all we did was fight the wolf.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I will
actually
say I'm
didn't
not gonna.
That's what happens
think
with a
we
2
were gonna
hour
go to the Abbey
session
yet,
time,
but-
though. 2.5
Yep.
hour session time is not long.
I've got to say I'm feeling pretty good about only going to the Abbey because we got a dick ass
Yeah.
sword out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I felt
That worked out better than I thought it would.
I hardly
That's why I
got
was like,
any
you
role playing
insisted we go to
time.
the Abbey first.
I hardly got any role playing time, but I feel like it was a good episode just because we got that sword.
Mhm. It was
There was
awesome.
Like-
progress was made, and there
Yeah.
was
There was a lot of
role playing done.
progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a role play. For you saying that, it was a really role play heavy episode. We didn't
No, I just meant
roll
for me
any
personally.
combat.
I was like
It was
out of
all-
the room the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shabaka was
yeah.
a spider.
I
for
was
a
like, I
lot of
couldn't
it.
what you
say
get for being a
anything
spider.
anytime.
Yep.
The spider, and then I was like, helping Fallon do something.
Do something
Stealing
bad.
something.
Yeah.
Do something extremely important.
But
Well, it's
No,
a good thing
I
I look
remember
up there
last
so
week-
much.
We can return it
remember-
after we killed Strahd.
Yeah.
I
There we
remember
go.
last
That
week
makes him
when
feel
we were
better.
talking about what we were gonna do. I remember you guys were like, "Yeah, we should just like leave immediately, go deal with the dressing." And I was like, "I don't know. I feel like we should probably go check out the Abbey. Like, I feel like we should talk to him a little bit and figure out what the hell's going on."
Yeah.
And I just say like, "I want to get that fucking sword out of the way because I
So-
know it's in there."
Oh, worth it.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't know how that was gonna go. Definitely like he was gonna come out and talk to you. Like, so this is gonna go a bit meta and stuff like that.
I was
like,
sure we were
the
gonna go to
angle of
combat.
coming up with the measurements thing was probably the
good.
only way you were gonna get into that room non-violently. And it was just like, okay, that's cool. That's a good angle. That's an angle he would support. Like, this has to play out in its natural way.
I thought he
So-
would go for that.
Yeah.
If they hadn't come up with that just considerably
Why
better
is
scheme,
it-
I was gonna ask him if I could go pray.
You pray.
Yeah, I know.
You
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right.
realistic.
That
Yeah.
would be a high
Praying-
DC
praying for
deception check.
Fallon is punching
Yeah.
someone in the face.
Yeah, this is the first time Fallon's done some really great thievery.
Subtle
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I-
usually
I'm
cool.
close.
This was
10
the
to my sleight of
subtlest
hand.
move you've ever done.
it
This
is.
is the
I don't know
second
why.
time.
I don't know why I gave myself expertise in sleight of hand,
Sleight
but it
of
came in
hand.
handy.
It
Yes, it
sure
did.
did.
I don't know why I did it, but it worked out. I don't have expertise in stealth, but I do in sleight of hand. It was a choice that I made, apparently.
It
Good
was
choice.
it was foreknowledge
It was
Yeah.
for
Needing
days
to
like
get-
this. Yeah.
getting that sun sword.
Oh no, she has
Solid.
no knowledge. Please,
Solid choice.
with
No,
her
it's
negative
destiny.
one
It was
intelligence.
destiny. Something
Yep.
just
This
made you
is
pick that.
the second time that Cora has solved an issue with her love of fashion.
I know, I'm
Yeah,
obsessed
your
with it.
fashion ability is really turning out to be. It's not even a stat.
Who knew that fashion would be such an important skill in Ravenloft?
Versus
She's like,
Strahd, yeah.
You have to
Versus
want to
Strahd.
look good. You have to endeavor to be your best self. Inside and out. Come
So
on.
real.
Sometimes it is better to look good than to feel good. Don't you think, Strahd?
Indeed.
I don't know. I've only had experience with one of those things.
It's definitely the looking good.
I got the meme. I got the meme.
Yep. Cool. Well, we tried to wrap 5 minutes ago, but we'll try to wrap again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. Good night, everybody. Thanks for playing.
At least we got some good number of viewers for that time. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks for playing, players. And we will see you next week to continue the craziness.
Same Strahd time, same Strahd channel.
Smiling endless melancholy, diffuse for you, the lost ray of light. You see her under the moon shadow, sending her to put of bed in early
with a twilight mist through the cemetery ground. From dirt drenched in evil, appear without a sound. A dark sky lies ahead us on black wings of the night. Forever to walk in darkness, never to see the light. The thunder in the distance is a sign you'll have to learn. The stars they fade as evil takes its turn. The vampire returns. We come to seek you out as the city goes to sleep. The hunger that burns so fiercely is calmed by the lives we reap. the sound of the midnight chime, you'll see us return. Nothing's gonna stop us when the bloodlust starts to burn. The ice-cold wind that grips your heart is a sign you'll have to learn. The stars they fade as evil takes its turn. The vampire returns. Of the bat's wings is a sign you'll have to learn. The stars they fade as evil takes its turn. The vampire